So having defeated the person who loved you most, get you back into the Twisted Caverns. The Aboleth defeated. Let's make the fire up. That's good. Okay, so you guys are in a various state of disrepair in this cavern, having watched a bunch of what were they? Kuatoa disappear into a portal above here. What would you like to do?
Well, we should probably. This might be its lair, so we could search around. There's some treasure nearby, or
Yeah, let's search around and get out of here and rest somewhere. I don't think.
Okay, so you have a look around the lair of this creature, and you look around and you dig around the slimy water. They're starting to recede from this cavern. I know what you're going to ask, and Cross and Art, you are still Cross and Syed, I should say. Art is probably fine, but Cross and Syed still covered in slime. That doesn't seem to have faded away. But looking around there, you do find lots of small treasure, namely this. And you also find a sleek gauntlet, and a leather boot, and an amulet made of both wood and iron.
So you said Agla.
Let's have a look. Go. Yeah, a rustly gauntlet, a leather boot, and an amulet.
I call dibs on the leather boot.
Is the boot all messed up like the gauntlet's rusty, or is the boot looking good?
Boot's looking good.
Oh, well, maybe, yeah, maybe. Does it look like, not that we would need use a single boot, but does it look like it might be magically in good shape?
Oh, here, are you hinting at that?
Yeah, yeah.
It's there's a rust spec that's not magical because it's rusted, but both the boot and the amulet look in excellent condition, all things considered.
All right. Well, I guess
I'd
we'll
like to
hold
do an
on.
arcade. I'll do an arcade, please.
Cool.
They are kind of obvious from the state of them, but they are both magical.
We'll
Bet
find-
you have 2 feet, Eric. That's just not good.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe the other one's lurking around here somewhere. Oh, wait, locate
Yeah,
object.
I was just going to ask about that.
I got my wand to detect magic.
Ooh, that might work.
Oh, yeah.
Still got 2 more shots on that.
Oops.
All right, so I'll use my wand to detect magic, Malcolm.
Okay. The boot. Can't give you the score. It isn't entirely obvious. Probably a more illusion type of school. And the amulet. And the amulet. I'll say. Conjuration.
All right, and then I'll do a search pattern around the cavern. See if I can find the other boot.
Alright, you search around and you found the bunch of gold and the things I listed. But does not appear to be a matching set for the boot.
Wah, wah.
Are we still able? Are we still under the walk on water spell?
I think it lasted number of hours. It
Yeah,
doesn't require concentration.
I'm gonna some of these other passageways and just see, kind of sneaking around, see what I can see.
Okay. So there was, you see that this entrance here that you're hanging around with was blocked by slime. It didn't appear you could go in that way. But the slime is slowly melted away. It's leaving the path apparently clear.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I won't go too far. I'll just kind of look down each of these passageways and see if anything stands out.
Okay.
Joseph's going to remind you, he's going to say, the Kanatoa, even though they're gone, they were telling us they were troglodytes down south.
Oh, yeah.
They were under the influence of the aboleth, but they were still down south. Just keep an eye out. I don't, I know you're tasty and all, but I don't.
Well, that one, I could see it from our little exploration area over here. I wonder if this was its actual lair. We might want to go check that out again because that's where all that slime was. I'm gonna go down here and see if
let's retreat back somewhere and set up somewhere we can do some kind of resting.
Yeah, I agree. We probably shouldn't explore too much since we're all pretty well wounded.
Are we going to try to do a rest, or let's see if I have spells left?
I need a rest.
Nope, I got nothing. That's right. I remember I used the last one. Long rest?
I was gonna say I could do a short rest, but I think other people need spell slots.
You have to worry about Krosk and Art, or not Art, Saeed.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't know if we can a long rest.
Yeah.
It was something we were talking about last time.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, but we were unable to rest anyways because the aboleth kept talking to us. I don't know if that's changed or not, but
do we know if Cross, were you able to do a short rest in the water and recover hit dice that way, or have we not tested that?
Yes, he could. Krosk isn't here at the moment, but he could because he has the racial trait that he can hold his breath 15 minutes underwater.
Oh, but Saeed wouldn't be able to do that.
I don't know. Maybe Saeed is a deep dive swimmer.
Well, I guess, Saeed, you want to try that? See if you can submerge maybe most of your body and keep your nose above water and try to rest that way? A little meditation or
I
something?
think he's a shark right now still.
Oh, yeah. Can he rest as a shark?
Well, how long does
it
polymorph?
lasts an hour.
Lasts an hour. Okay.
You said we searched the tavern like on the floor of here as well.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Balin that over there where we couldn't get through is probably more stuff underneath that stuff if it's receding, but we gotta recharge somehow. We gotta fix these curses or whatever they are.
Why don't we short rest here? Is that reasonable?
I'm down with that.
Okay.
Staying on this island.
So whereabouts is here?
Oh, on this little island.
Right. The classic DM answer. You can certainly try.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to assume both Syed's shark. Oh, there we go. And Krosk's alligator thing doesn't. So how exactly are you resting then, Syed?
Side will try to go underwater, but if it doesn't work, he'll just kind of sit around and wait for them.
Well, Syed, I have 2 spells left. I can cure wounds if you're in the water, correct?
Yeah.
So that should help some.
well, looking at Krosk, he's down to like 1 hit point, I think.
Yeah, I got no healing capacity anymore. No spells. I don't have any hands anymore.
I have one cure light wounds left.
How many potions?
Oh, let's see. I do not.
How bad are you for health, Syed? You're pretty low.
Kind of low.
Yeah, we all are. All right, I'll give Syed one spell and Crosk one spell.
Okay, I can.
The first one was for Syed?
Correct.
Okay, so. No, so 12 to plus. Okay, I assume you do that while they're under the water?
Correct.
Okay.
Right. I have one cure light wounds. Looks like you guys are pretty close to the same, so I guess I'll give it to you, Syed, since Cross is not here. Maybe Cross has some way of healing himself.
Eating faces.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All
that's
right,
10 points to Syed. Okay.
Yeah.
So how exactly are you resting here, Syed? You doing the flotation tank thing theory, or
Yeah. Yeah.
so you're lying in the water, maybe most of your body in, but just kind of your head poking through?
Yeah.
I'm going to say you can get a short rest in that way. You know, you're literally doing nothing, you're just standing there and floating, so you can get a short rest in that way.
Okay.
I'll have Cross could do that as well. Yeah, so take a short rest.
I'm actually out of hit die.
Ooh.
Problem.
What?
Chickens.
We're in trouble.
Actually, now that you mention it, I used a few of mine, so I'm not at full capacity there either.
Should we try to make it back to the alchemist? Didn't he have healing potions?
Uh,
Oh, no.
I think we need like a permanent fix. We may have to go back up to water deep.
Yeah, we need to find a cleric or something, I think. Cure disease or cure curse or something.
Yeah.
Let's finish our rest. Let's try to go topside. We can come back.
Okay. You get your short rest in and get some of those hit dice back. And don't forget that when you take a long rest, you get half of your spent hit dice back.
Yep.
Them's the rules. Yeah. I'm going to say, for the sake of brevity, you do make it topside to water deep.
Oh, very good.
You've got allies on various levels. There's goblins. I think it's easy enough. So you make your way back to Waterdeep. And you're seeking out a cleric for what ails you. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Maybe the Emerald Enclave knows what this is.
The Emerald Enclave absolutely knows what this is, and the Archdruid there can cure it for you, but she's going to need a lot of material components. The material components all up for one person. It's going to cost about 1,000 gold pieces per person in material components to do this. It's a total of 2,000 to cure both Krosk and Syed.
Well, I think this is a party thing. Do we have enough in party loot? If not,
I
I
would
can
do that.
contribute.
Let's see. We have most for both of us in party loot. I'll put in the rest.
I'm happy to contribute.
Yeah, I
Yep.
got some too.
We got 100 platinum, so that's 1,000. We got almost 600 gold. Silver converts into 40 gold, so we have 1,600 easily in party loot.
And I'll put in the rest to cover me and Cross. I'll
Okay,
leave the copper.
Just as an aside, the way to heal this dreadful effect is either a wish spell or a heal spell. They're the only two things you can do it, which is why this is a 6th level spell. So that's why it was so pricey. I mean, the Archdruid is happy to do it, but she just needs a lot of material components.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Do you guys
Do we
want to
go
hang around
home?
up here? Yeah, you can go home, absolutely.
Do we want to go home and recharge our mojo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, so you head back to Troll Skull Manor. The usual suspects are there.
Can I spend some time with your amulet and see if I can figure out what it is?
You absolutely can. So, the amulet controls some type of creature. You don't know what type of creature it is, but you know that the real amulet and that particular creature is there, like some type of construct. You could move it around. And the boot is a boot of elven kind.
Nice.
A boot. It is useless in its current state, but if you happen to find the other boot, you'd have a boots of elven kind. So it's half of a boots of elven kind.
Someone else should hold on to that. I purchased some boots of elven kind way back, so we'll track down the other one for whoever wants that.
Oops.
I can put it in the bag of holding or the portable hole for now.
Yep. So,
Okay.
So you guys resting up, getting your long rests in.
Yep.
I mean, if you take a couple of days off, just relaxing, you can get all your hit dice back as well.
Yeah, I don't see why we can't.
Yeah,
I don't think we're on
great
a
now.
rush.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's fully healed, or the spell slots back, or the hit dice regained. So you're as healthy and strong as you're ever going to be.
Yay. Let's go kick some butt.
we are on a different map.
Yeah, I can't see my guy.
Oops. Guys are up here, I think.
I see a Zorn in a room.
I can't select. I
Go
can't,
north.
can't
Go
select
north.
my guy. It's weird.
I did accidentally drag it to a map. Is everybody at the start page now?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was fine. I can move mine. I think it's user error.
As long as you're on the main page, then I didn't accidentally drag someone off to their doom. Okay, so having rested, hung out with your usual suspects at Troll Skull Manor, do you head back down?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'd like to pick up some arrows before we depart. I used quite a few.
Sure.
Let me rearrange my spells, so hold on to.
Yeah. What was the cost of arrows? Was it a 1 gold?
Just looking it up.
Also, while you're looking stuff up, Malcolm, I'd like to probably buy some healing potions just in case.
Okay. Um,
I'll be buying one as well, just so I have one on.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. I'm gonna do the same.
20 arrows for 1 gold piece.
All right, I will get 2 of them.
And how much are potions of healing, Malcolm? I'm sorry, I never bought one.
Just a sec, I think they're pretty cheap. Oops. Alright, just a second. Ah.
Might even get like a greater healing or something. If it's not too expensive.
Okay, I'm gonna change my spells here too.
So a basic potion of healing is 50 gold pieces. And if you, I'll say you find enough for 1 each. So 2d4 plus 2 healing for a basic potion of healing. And for potions of greater healing, why don't you roll me a d6, Art?
D6?
Yeah, d6. You find 4 potions of greater healing, and they do 4d4 plus 4.
When you say find, you mean find to buy, right?
Yep, so there's 4 available you find within Waterdeep.
How much of those? 50 also?
150.
How many do we? Was there a limited amount of the regular ones?
Yep,
1 each.
and the limit was 1 each.
Oh, okay.
We in party loot we have 3 potions of healing and 2 greater healing potions, by the way.
Oh, we should,
Oh, 3 actually. We have 3.
we should distribute that so we know we got them on our sheets.
I don't have that ability yet.
Well, I'm gonna buy 1 regular, and then if we could buy 4, that means we have 5 total. I mean, how many greater do we have, Saeed?
We have 3 total greater.
So if we buy 4, then we can put 1 in party loot. We each have a greater also.
Okay.
I mean,
So everyone.
I don't mind buying 1 outright also. I'll just buy 1 outright for myself.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
So I'll spend 200 gold, and I'll have I'll have a regular and a greater, and then we'll have the other ones too.
Me as well. Me as well.
Oh,
Since you bought your healing for yourself, I don't think you should buy anything else, Saeed.
I will just buy the regular one then, and I'm going to spend 200 gold to put a spell in my spell book while we were resting.
What spell are you adding?
Greater invisibility.
Nice. And just so we're clear on potions, to drink a potion yourself is a bonus action. To feed it to someone else is a full action.
Is it called something else? I don't see it in the engine when I say greater healing.
It's called... Just type in potion of healing, and I think both come up.
Oh,
Like potion of healing brackets great or something like that. Oh.
potion of healing.
Yeah, it just doesn't come up right. That's weird. Oh, you could just manually add it in, just so
Alright.
it's there. But it is nice when you can drag it in.
Fair enough.
Okay, anything else you guys need to do topside?
I need to go talk to Volo and tell him about the Tyrant of the Deep and our victory and the whole Kawatoa and how they ascended to a higher plane due to Hollister Black and everything he said to us about how they got it all wrong, and regale him more with the stories of the Undermountain and the exploits of Joseph J. of the Netherlander.
Okay, he just laps it up. I mean, this is his thing, right? Recording history and interesting things. So, not very long, there'll be Volo's Guide to the Undermountain. I'm sure Joseph J will have a starring role. Will be the hero with his lackeys following behind him. He'll let Joseph narrate the whole thing. Anything else?
I think back down to the depths.
Okay.
Sorry, I got excited about a spell that I thought I could actually prepare, but turns out that's the next level, so never mind, scratch that.
Mind that there are 24 levels of the Mad Mage, and you entered it at level 5, so it's approximately 1 level per level you go down, but not in this particular case. So if you're completing the Aboleth, you're still at your current level. I know you've been at your current level for a while, but we had to do that whole cross the Chosen One mission. Speaking of the Chosen One, I wonder what happened to him.
Hey, he's still in roll 20.
Yeah.
He'll show up as soon as initiative rolls and it's his turn, like he always does. For some reason, he always like he knows.
Separate going to go back and investigate. Is all this gooey stuff still over here
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna
the east?
go with.
Yeah, I'll follow you guys.
Okay, so there's still a horrible stench coming from the slime pile over here. Let's drag across over as well.
Has it receded more than it was 8 hours ago?
Yes, the whole sliminess is, there's significant less sliminess. There's still quite a bit here. There is, now that you get a closer look, underneath the slime are the putrid corpses of some Kuatoa and troglodytes. But apart from that, you poke through it, it's just nasty.
Okay.
No other boots?
You know what?
No boots. Nope.
I'm gonna try to see what. Oh, I lost visual here. Yes, just see if I can squeeze through these squeeze by the slime to see what's down these other tunnels that we haven't been.
Yeah, this slime that I manually drew in fact, it's all this stuff is definitely receded, so perfectly safe passage along these areas. Beautiful artwork.
I'm on the ceiling, by the way.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so this all the slime has receded, so perfectly safe. Feel free to have a nosy down there.
All right. Oh, it's just the river again.
Looks like my guy got clipped in the wall, and I have no vision at all, and Sapelli's stuck. So I'm going to delete Sapelli for now, and just.
I lost my vision too, but I'm not stuck.
Yeah,
me
I
too.
did as well. I just refreshed and it came back.
Oh, I'll do the same.
All right.
Okay, so who's stuck in the walls? Joseph.
No, I'm not stuck. I lost my vision, but I just reset, so
Okay, let
I
me
should
know
come
that
back.
Doesn't work. Okay, so yeah, the river flows further down this way. There's a cave opening here. What do you wish to do?
Sorry, Malcolm. I'm trying to refresh too. I lost my vision.
Yeah, mine's refreshing as well.
While they're refreshing, Malcolm, I'm gonna just poke around this corner briefly, see if I can see what's up here. Wait. Do I hear anything? I'm gonna be very cautious since I'm.
Oh, you don't hear anything?
All right. So I'm gonna sneak up a little ways. Look around that corner.
Okay.
Oh, keeps on going. All right, I'm not gonna go that much further. I guess I'll just say there's more stuff over there, guys.
We also can go back and talk to the drow if we like, or we could just go down the river to the next level. We could get the rafts and ride the rafts down. It'd probably be easier.
Absolutely, yeah.
Balin kind of lost the idea of what we were doing. Are we just exploring, and are we trying to actually find the Mad Mage? I'm asking my fellow party members. What do you guys want to accomplish?
That is interesting because when we came down here, I think we were just exploring, and then it became let's get rid of this green cursed ooze, right?
Well, it was to find the treasure, which we did. So now, yeah, I mean, it could be just exploring, but I'm curious on what you guys want to do. Do we want to find the mage and or what do we want to do?
Snapper's always looking for shinies, so he always wants to try and clear the level if possible, and then move on.
Glory and riches, fame.
Yeah, no, those are all good reasons.
I want to meet the Mad Mage and see if he's found me entertaining or not.
Not like I have anything better to do, Balaam says, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page. So I guess the question is, do we? I'm all for moving on to the next level, but it sounds like Snapper wants.
Snapper sees something, I think.
He might want to check out.
Yeah, let's continue exploring.
Well,
I
just
think
as a slight spoiler, there's not that much left on this level. You can beat up some troglodytes, which will be pretty easy for you guys. There's not a lot of shinies here. So it's up to you. You can keep exploring if you like, but there's no overarching story now in this.
I feel like that's a pretty big hint.
I think so too. It's kind of like, wait, you guys should go on.
I got that idea, but it just came into my head that I think we should just move on.
Let's
Good
move
with
on.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, my job basically as a DM is to provide you with an interesting story, and the interesting story on this level has gone. So, I mean, you can go beat up some troglodytes if you like, but there's really not a lot of loot here. It's just going to be some fairly standard
They haven't done
battles.
anything to us. Let's move on.
But
All right. Okay, let me get my notes. Okay, so how are you traversing the river?
Do you want to grab those? Yeah, do we still have our rafts?
Yeah, there is 2 rafts, which would be enough for like 3 on each raft. There were some rafts. I think I moved it around somewhere, but you do have access to those rafts that were presumably made by the drow, but you definitely get 3 per raft.
Yeah. Do you guys want to take those again?
yeah, let's do that.
Or do we want to?
I'll be on the same raft as Krosk, so he can use my blanket.
Okay, so we've got Krosk. I'll just drag you around here. Krosk, Kane. Who is joining Krosk and Kane?
I'm going to be Spider Snapper, so I'm going to stay on the ceiling.
Okay.
All right.
With me and Balin, we're in the other one.
That's right. I'll do it.
Joseph. Oh no, is that right? Surely somebody wants to be with a warm blanket.
Well, I was with Balin, not Balin, Krosk and Kane.
Sorry. There we go. So there we go. Okay.
I take any offense, Joseph. Fine.
So you go down. This river carries on for a while. At some points, Snapper, you have to wait for them, and at some points you're scampering to keep up. So the river goes, and it's dark. Those who have to rely on night vision, you get the view ahead, and maybe some lights, magical lights from side, for example, can do the rest of the way. Just a second. Lost my notes here. Okay, so carry on as a good 3-4 hours of just traveling this through the dark. You see Snapper scamper around on top. But all of a sudden the river just gets really rough, like crashing up and down on your rafts, and you're holding on for dear life to stay on, and you're at risk of crashing your boats and smashing them against, like there's stalactites, stalagmites sticking up from the water, stalactites you're going to have to under, and rough water. So how we're going to do this is something called a skill challenge. So you need to explain to me how you can use your own particular skill set to negotiate this rough water. Now you can only do one of your skills once, otherwise it's going to be like someone constantly spamming the thing they're good at. So, explain to me how you plan to negotiate this water, what skills your characters are going to use to do it, and assist if you like, but at the moment you're just watching them being thrashed around in this water.
Yeah, I think I'll try and holler out, tips for avoidance as they're trying to go down.
So, I'm going to have you make a survival the rapids. So make me a survival check. And the way this works, by the way, is you need to have 4 successes before you have 3 failures. If you have 3 failures, then something bad's going to happen. So Snapper, from the top, go left, go right, pull hard, pull left. And that works out well. Now, because Snapper used a survival check, no one else can use a survival check. So Kane, Joseph, everybody else, how exactly are you going to avoid these rapids?
I'm going to use my athletic ability and my past to be able to negotiate this rough water, which I actually like to do as a fun pastime when I'm not adventuring.
Oh, okay. So you're going to try to brute strength and like push the boats around the stalactites and that sort of thing. Yeah, make me an athletics check.
All right.
Is sailor your background?
Yeah, it is.
Do you have proficiency with
Boats.
water vessels?
You know, you would think that would be the case, but that doesn't look like it's on my character sheet.
I think I'll give you that though. So make your
Okay.
athletics check, then you can dump your proficiency on top of that.
Where do I see my proficiency at?
Right, 3.
3, but
That's sort of towards the top, kind of next to your hit points. Proficiency.
Underneath
bonus.
Oh,
inspiration.
3. Yep, 3.
It's 3 for everybody because you're all at the same level. So that's a 15. So very good. So you dig the oars in, brute strength, and dodge the stalactites, steady the boat with your brute strength. How else are you guys going to try and negotiate this?
I'm going to use my perception to guide the boats, like to kind of see what's coming ahead and try to move out of the way of obstacles.
Do some pre-planning almost.
Pre-planning, yeah.
You make a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, you say go left, and all the boats go left. By the end of a shallow thing, the boat gets thrashed around, takes some damage. That's 2 successes and 1 failure.
Oh, boo.
What else you guys got? Syed, Joseph.
I'll use. Can I use? Well, he's already done that. What did he use? Perception. Well, I'll use my acrobatics to help try to steer the boats around the water by using my leverage and kind of pivoting on the boat and all that kind of the raft and all that.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Go lie down. Close your eyes. Go to sleep. Go lie down.
Hey, Jeff.
Go lie down.
Yeah.
If you might want to check your Prior's handbook because your tool proficiencies give you navigator's tools and vehicles, quote, water. I want to double check that.
Sorry, Joseph. You were
Thanks,
using
Jim.
My dexterity to try to like balance the boat and make it pivot one direction around the rocks and all that. Not try to brute strength it, but try to like guide it with like precision, putting precision.
subtle shifts of balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Make me an acrobatics check. Woo. Nice. Yeah, so you're kind of compensating for Balin leading you down a dead end, and you swim in and get through there.
I'm sorry, I'm not a sailor. No.
Syed.
Syed is going to investigate the boat, just making sure there's no wear and tear that'll be able to handle the water, and decide if there's anything we should avoid.
Okay. There's definitely holes in the boat thanks to the wrong turn you took. So yeah, make your investigation check.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, you crash into the side of a stalagmite, and the boat's taken serious damage. We're at 3 successes and 2 failures here, guys.
Who hasn't
Can,
done?
can Snapper make an attempt to hop down into that injured boat?
And do what?
Well, I'll try and cast Mage.
Okay. It's going to be a school challenge. I'm not entirely sure which one. Because you definitely go down the men, but you are on a rickety boat. I'm going to say to get down there and balance just right.
Okay.
It's probably throwing Snapper a bone there.
Can I give myself guidance for the 2, or no? We're just doing straight rolls.
No.
Okay.
So as one of the boats, we'll say the one with Kane and Krosk and Joseph, is about to crash down, Snapper leaps down from the ceiling, places his hand. The boat mends itself in a mending type of way. Then after a while, the boats finally level off. The immediate danger is done, but oh, that was close. Syed, you almost sunk the ship.
I was going to say, can I use my performance skill, because that's my next highest skill, to like do some kind of performance? Nothing was going to come. I was going to use my deception on the boat.
We're not really sinking.
Whitewater rafting, guys. You're supposed to go, woo! Yeah!
All right. So well done for doing that. Now, the next area. Okay, so at this point, traveling down the river, there's the river of the depths, as it's sometimes called, and the river splits out into a vast cavern. You look closer, and it's actually not a cavern, but it's a valley, green with life. Trees dyed in autumnal shades of yellow and orange, and brushes thick as a vagrant's hair. You hear birds singing on the wind. Yes, that's right, actual birds. And you cast your eyes skyward, and lo and behold, there shines the sun. The actual sun. The breeze kisses your clammy skin and promises well-needed respite. Can this be real? As if to answer your questions, there, on the pebbled bank over the river, stands a wooden sign with which a warning has been written in 3 different languages. One of them is common, and it says, oops, it says, behold Willow's woods, harm not, lest you be harmed. Now I'll drag you onto the other map. Everyone is up right at the top here.
By the way, Malcolm, are you moving Krosk?
Yes.
Can you also heal him up just so we don't forget?
Ah, sure. It's going to be
Okay.
a long rest. Still no cross. No. Actually, I'm going to increase all of your vision a little bit since you can see quite a distance here. And I'll just show you where this banks of this forest is. But yeah, really strange. A forest inside here. And if you did in fact know where you were, this would be a forest. And I'll drag you down a bit. Are you disembarking into the forest? You getting off your boats?
I think I'm down.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So this here is right on the edge of the forest. Oops. So,
Oh, this is a big level.
Are these still cavern walls on the side?
yeah, the cavern is get off the boat. The river continues down, but now the river is dappled in daylight. This looks like a pleasant river flowing through a forest.
Is there the sun above us? The sky above us?
Yeah, sun, sky, clouds. You
What?
take a deep breath of fresh air, and it's not like this stank you've gotten from other levels. It's almost the completely opposite of the slime. Disgusting, old,
Did we go through?
slimy.
Oh,
This
sorry.
is refreshing. It almost lifts your spirits just being here.
Did we go through some kind of portal, or do I? Can we tell what what happened? 'Cause it was, assuming we're still under the mountain.
Well, common sense tells you that, you know, if you go, the deeper you go underground, the further you move away from forests and the sun.
Yeah.
You didn't notice any shift or anything as you were moving through the river. I mean, the river took a good 3-4 hours to navigate, so it took a long time to get here. But
Wow.
The land of the lost. We need to find Chaka.
give me just 1 second. It's got to quieten down some kids who are being crazy. Just a sec.
Well, this is quite interesting. Wonderful for this opportunity to get a beverage. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. I was just reading about all the things associated with a sailor. It's like I should be able to get free passage on water-going vessels. Like, oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
Everybody bailed on us.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't need their permission, so I'm just gonna try and stealthily walk ahead a little bit.
Okay. So I mean, once you get off the boat, there's almost like a pebbled beach here, which is very easy to drag the rafts up onto. And this forest is alive. There's trees. The ceiling on this place is just massive. It's huge. I mean, it appears to have no top. In fact, I mean, there's a sun up there. It doesn't appear to have a top at all. There's trees, there's wildlife, you see birds around, all sorts of things. Yeah, just appears to be a plain old forest.
And where was the sign at? Was it just on the edge of the forest?
Right about here.
Hmm.
Just as far, yeah. So what do you do?
Go ahead and proceed forward a little bit.
Okay. Okay, to cross. And yeah, it continues to be beautiful. You look up and yeah, it's great. We trees and roots. There's no obvious path. But Kane, Kane, you're dead. Roll initiative.
Okay.
You see, just up ahead, well, quite a bit up ahead, really, up here. You see that the forest canopy here is quite thick. You can still see easily enough, which is why your vision is so long. But you look up and there's 3 rays of light piercing down in an area about here.
Everybody can see this?
Yep.
Okay. It is, okay.
It's
So
right
we'll-
about there.
We'll start making our way that way.
As you get closer, you take a look at this grove, it seems. And yeah, 3 rays of light penetrate this ancient grove. The tree growth here seems to be a bit older than the other places. And the trees above are bearded with moss, but those closer to the ground are burned and long since dead. Between them lies a gravestone carved rose, and it says, Here lies Chrisen, human friend and companion.
There's another sign, or what is it? Like a
It's a gravestone.
oh.
It's in the ground.
Does it look like? Does it look like there's a mound, like something's buried there?
Yes, it does. Like the earth is raised just a little bit.
Yeah, Joseph will pick through it a little bit and see, and just dig and see what's in there. I played enough games. My turn to touch stuff.
Okay.
I'll dig through it.
It doesn't take you long to start grave digging, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, you start moving the soil aside. You can tell this is not a recent grave, and yeah, it says that there's a body inside of it. If you dig that deep, it's mostly rotted away.
Nothing else in there? Nothing of interest?
Nope.
All right, well, I'll cover it back up.
Okay.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Oh, Krosk! We missed you, buddy.
With every arrow, but he tried.
No, I just realized that we just had like a summertime savings hour change. And, yeah.
You fall into the daylight savings trap.
Yep. And I don't know I've realized that until like right now.
Well, you're on time. A week
Exactly.
ago.
Exactly. Sorry about that. I just didn't realize that.
No problem.
Well,
The
good news is you're cured.
it's been cured. Cost you 1,000 gold pieces to do it.
Oh, that's
But
what
most
it
of
was
that came from party funds. And that was bought. Everybody got a potion of healing, so take one of those.
like. Awesome.
And you left the level with all the slime stuff, and you've entered this new area. And what struck you initially is this place is a forest. Even stranger than that, a forest is an open sky, and you look up and you see the sun, and you see the clouds, and you see birds flittering around. That's an interesting expression there, Rollo. Like, oh, yeah.
I mean,
So, if it wasn't for the fact that you've descended down beneath Waterdeep, this would pass as a forest. I mean, there's moss growing on trees, there's bird flits and large, like elks and stuff from a distance. They keep watching you guys around. And you've just entered the forest over here. And this is pretty much where we are now. You found a grave with a tombstone on it. And the tombstone read, here lies, the last line of the text here lies Chrisen, human friend and companion. I think you'll see that. And also, and it said, behold Wyllowwood, least thee be harmed. And Joseph decided to dig up this grave for some reason, and there were just human remains inside of it.
all right.
There you go, up to date.
Awesome. Thank you. And
Sure.
sorry once again for being late.
That's all right.
Malcolm, out of curiosity, do you think since in a disguise kit, you think I would have like a pocket mirror?
Yes.
Okay. Snapper's going to go over to the rays of light, stick that pocket mirror to try and bounce the light back up and see if it hits something solid or if it just keeps going like it would where outdoors.
Okay. I think in terms of Snapper's creativity and his bag of tricks, I mean, a mirror is the classic trick, right? So I don't imagine there's a universe where Snapper doesn't have a mirror. But these lights come down, and you see that they originate, really high up, like thousands of feet. They're coming down, and you angle the mirror just right, bounce them up. They reach a similar height.
Okay, thank you.
How high is that ceiling?
You don't see a ceiling. You
Alright.
see the open sky and the sun.
That's what I was trying to figure out, bouncing it off there, if there was a ceiling or
Oh.
not.
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant, that there was like an end.
Oh, well, then I can send Zappelli up high and see if he runs into anything then. If you guys think there might be some kind of false thing up there as a bat.
Sure. In the mutually casting speak with animals. Just
Okay. So you send Zappelli up. He reaches the edge of your range when you can see through the eye, so you lose vision at 100 feet. He goes at 200 feet, 300 feet, 400 feet, 500 feet. I mean, the air's starting to get a little bit thin for Zappelli, but you're going to keep on sending him up?
No, he just go back, yeah.
Yeah, so a good 500 feet, almost out of eyesight.
When Zappelli's coming back down, does he get a view of anything else he can share with me that's further out from us?
Ooh, yes, he can. I mean, the forest is huge. The most notable feature he noticed is there's a tower to the southwest. So if you follow the forest down the southwesterly, there's a tower there.
Are there any like birds or
Numerous birds.
can I try to approach one and using speak with animals? Oh,
I'm sorry, yep. Sorry, my son walked in for a second. What's up?
no wait. Just trying to speak with the bird and ask him what's the deal with this place.
The bird responds, "It's a forest. It's a forest."
Are there like any, I don't know, wars or battles or something weird?
No, everything is controlled by Willow. She controls everything.
Willow, have you seen it?
It! This is Willow, the queen of the forest. She's the most beautiful creature I've ever had the privilege of laying my eyes on.
Oh. Okay, so, and where is she? Is she in the tower or something?
Well, she lives in the tower, but sometimes she bathes in the river, sometimes she sleeps in the forest. I don't know where she is now, but she's around. This is her forest.
Interesting. Please take this as a compliment, but you're probably the smartest bird I've ever talked to. That snapper, of course.
Well, why, thank you. It's the blessings that Willow provides us woodland creatures. She is marvelous.
Okay. Are there any food sources around here? Besides you, of course.
There's worms, there's berries, there's all sorts of things.
This place is strange, but in a good sense. I appreciate your help.
The bird flutters away. Speaking of fluttering away, I need to flutter away momentarily to put some kids to bed, so excuse me 1 second.
Sure.
Yes. I want to see if these trees are magical.
They don't appear to be magical. They're just normal trees, as far as you can tell.
Welcome, by the way, what was the name of the queen? Queen Willow?
Kind of
Like
adds
that?
up like this. Oh, but without the S.
Okay, got it. I'm going to tell everybody, hey, so this place is ruled by someone called the Queen Willow, and apparently she's making some magic because birds here are pretty smart. Like I usually get frustrated talking with animals, but this guy's like not bad. So just to keep that in mind.
When you get a chance, Ellie's site, that'd be cool.
Sure. Keeps it Pally still.
Sorry, I'm just trying to keep away from the players. I'm sorry.
That's right. Okay. As you're exploring the, is Kane inside with us?
I am
Yep.
here.
My thing is just lagging. Is everyone moving?
Sure, yeah. I'll just assume you're with the rest of the party. And as you're looking around, trying to make sense of this place, you see from above, you hear the... And instinctually you look up, and you see above you a good 300 feet or so, a massive green dragon just whoosh, soaring above the forest canopy. And then it lands somewhere to the south of here, but you get out of sight. Kind of approached from the north, flew more or less over top of you, and then landed down here in the south.
Malcolm, are these some kind of structures here? The straight edges? What's going on?
Just a sec. Yeah, good question.
Can't quite tell.
Yeah, so this is actually a gate. It's a 15-foot high portcullis embedded into a stone wall. Rough hewn stone stairs just inside the tunnel climb to the top of the wall. There's a gate of some sort. But Balin, do you see over on the ground something sleeping? Just out there in the opens, it's a human. What do you do?
I guess I'll let Lee know. There's someone sleeping over there. We should maybe announce our presence and let them know we mean no harm. So yeah, I'll approach and actually maybe Kane, you're probably have that friendly paladin face. Maybe you should let them know we're here.
You should all be able to see her now. She's about here, just asleep in a bed of moss.
All right. Well, it seems like we've lost Kane, so I'll approach.
Sorry, I stepped away for a second. I'm back.
All right. Are you gonna come up here and smile at this sleeping person and
Absolutely, I will.
let her know we're not?
Where are you at? Right there. Yep. This is the Z person.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna approach to, like, I don't know, 10 feet away, so I'm not startling this individual.
Uh-huh.
You say he was a human?
Yep, human. Yep.
So I'm gonna actually kind of call out. It's like, hello there.
Okay. She gently awake, and she's not surprised at all. And yeah, she stretches open, and You see, she's a beautiful elfin figure. Most of you are kind of taken aback by the sheer beauty of this person. In fact, I think I just have a handout for her. 1 second. I'll show you exactly what she looks like.
She's got a bunch of Z's tattooed on her face.
Hey, that's not the best look, granted. Yeah, this is what she looks like. And you notice, I should have mentioned this as well, lying next to her is a strange panther-type creature with long tentacles. It is not looking aggressive at all, but it almost appears to be a pet. And this is what she looks like together with her pet. And
like
she gently stretches the cat, kind of does a cat-like thing and stretches his back, and she says, "Oh, visitors to my wood. Oh, thank you for waking me. I'm always interested to meet visitors. So, welcome to Wyllowwood. My name is Wyllowwood. To who do I have the pleasure of meeting?" And she has like long matted hair, and there are butterflies taking nest in her hair. She's covered in kind of vines that form her outfit, and she's walking barefoot, more or less dressed in the forest. Like almost looks as barks for some minor armor type of thing or decoration. But she looks very much like the classic hippie druid, I guess. Most people think of druids as hippies. This is more or less the vibe you're getting from them. But she says, "Oh, welcome to my wood. My name is Willow, and this is Willow's Wood. It is a pleasure to meet you all." Greetings.
Yeah, I tell her that I tell her that we are the fine fellows of Troll Skull Manor, and my name is Kane.
A pleasure to meet you, Kane. And she approaches you and hands out a hand.
Okay, I take it in a formal greeting. The correct recipient way of doing that.
A fine fellow. Who are these other peoples?
I motion them to come up. Introduce yourselves, fellows.
Comes up to Cross. Wow, you are an interesting creature. You'd be most welcome here anytime. We welcome all animals, but you're special, it seems. What is your name?
I'm Krosk.
Cross, you stay here as long as you like. In fact, everybody, you can stay here as long as you like. But Cross, you seem to be more at ease with nature. Do you commune with nature, perchance?
Yeah, and I'll wild shape into a donkey.
Oh, a donkey. Oh, a kindred spirit. And she scratches Donkey Cross just behind the ear, and I assume it feels good. And we have a Kenku, I believe. How splendid. And she reaches out a hand to Snapper.
Snapper's just going to cock his head like he doesn't understand what she's saying.
And she reaches back and scratches you behind the ear. How do you react to that?
I give a crow poop.
A what, sir?
Drop a little poop.
Be welcome here. The forest needs to be fertilized. It's the circle of life once again. But all manner of creatures are welcome here. And she places a hand on Snapper's shoulder and says, "I know you long for the gift of flight. Maybe the gods will bless you once again." And she walks up to Joseph. "Well, you are a handsome fellow. What is your name?"
He says, I'm Joseph J. of the Lanther, at your service, Willow. This is your fine forest, I presume?
"Yes, this is Wyllowwood. This is my forest. Now, what brings you here, Joseph? I understand Krosk and Kenku, creatures of the forest. Why are you here?"
We are exploring the fine Undermountain. I'm in search of the Mad Mage myself. I'd like to meet him one day. And we've been going down the levels, and recently have freed one of them from an evil sea tyrant that was polluting the ocean and polluting the caverns.
Polluting the ocean?
No, it was more of the river. Sorry, not ocean.
Yeah, the river or the ocean, that is. Oh my goodness, that would anger me so much. Did you clear the river of this filth?
Yeah, the final blow was dealt by actually, I believe, Krusk.
Ah, protectors of the rivers, noble profession. And
Cross was
she,
going to
Mhm.
do like donkey bites to the air.
Very good. So, on behalf of all nature, I thank you, Joseph. Any river that is cleansed by foulness, accepts me. So, thank you. And what about you? Comes up to Syed. A pleasure to meet you, Willow. What is your name?
Good to meet you too. I'm Syed, and he'll extend his hand.
And what brings you here, Syed?
Uh, well, to be honest, we're just passing through. Uh, just learning more magics. I'd like to. I've learned a lot coming down here, and I just like to expand my studies.
Man of the arcane. Did you too help with cleanse the river of the filth?
Oh yeah, of course. I took a couple heavy blows, but we're we're here.
Mother Nature thanks you. And finally, you, sir, what is your name? Extending her hand to Balin.
Yeah, I'll take it. I am Balin, and yeah, I did not expect to see such a place so below. I'm just curious on how this place came to be.
Well, that I can tell you, and many other things. But perhaps we should retire to my tower. We can discuss more there. And with that, she flitters into the form of a raven and heads out to the position where Snapper saw the tower, which is just a little bit south and to the west of you.
Snapper mumbles, show off.
Oh well, I guess we should check this out. Can I do it? I was kind of thinking as she was talking. Was there anything ingenuine about her?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
I mean, she's very obviously a druid. She's very much in love with her forest. That came across clear. You noticed she got very, very angry when you mentioned the river got polluted. Um, but she seems genuine.
Okay.
She's genuine. The thing she cares most about anything is the forest. Without a doubt, the forest is everything to her. And it makes you think of what you saw on the sign when you came in. Behold Willow's wood, harm not lest ye be harmed.
All
So
right.
it almost seems like the forest is by far the most important thing to her. And if you had done something like burn a tree, then, oh my goodness.
I definitely do. All right, let's go find this tower and talk to this lady. I want to find out more about this place.
Okay. So you see the tower over here. Let me just explain the tower. So amidst the splendor of Wyllowwood stands this tower, this one right here, which I'll take you into in just a second. That's squat and stone and carved in the likeness of its tree. Its twisted boughs reach from its walls for the sky. Massive bats hang from its limb like holiday ornaments. At the tower's base is a 12-foot high arch framing stone double doors, and a rope hangs by the door, just begging to be tugged. Oops. Or around here at the double doors entrance. So if you head down this way, you'll see the double.
Hook on the rope.
So, a bell echoes across the tower and across the woods even. And after a brief moment of uncertainty, the doors open. And a tree whose trunk is carved suspiciously in the likeness of the Mad Mage greets you. Ah, visitors! My fair lady will be pleased to receive you. In, I beg ye in. Do you go in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now the map on the inside of the tower is in a slightly different place. So I'm going to have to drag you. Come back here, Ballad.
Oh, sorry. I got
Back here. So
got excited.
Yep, understandably.
I lagged out for a sec, so I don't know where we're at. You don't see anyone.
Yep. So you all should be down here, right at the bottom. You got it, Syed?
Yes, but my thing went black, so let me refresh.
Sure, now you're in the bottom of the map. Hope it'll be good. So, stone pillars carved into trees frame an audience hall at the heart of which sits a crystal throne. There she sits, this elven maiden with emerald eyes and jet black hairs. At her side is a tentacle panther purring at her touch, one eye closed in ecstasy and the other staring wearily at you. You have smiles. Already you've seen the sun today, and not even it can compare to her smile. So welcome to my domain. It is a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for meeting me in my tower. My name is, as you know, Willow, and this is Willow's Wood. And harm not these lands, will be land. I've had many eyes on the forest. I've watched you from afar. Apart from some unusual digging in the dirt, I'm not sure what that was about, but I wouldn't consider digging per se harming nature. But if you had snapped a twig out of turn, plucked the leaves of a petal, or something like that, then we might be having...
We noticed a dragon flying above. Is that?
Just a second. Yes, the dragon is nothing to be worried about. He's a gentle soul. The poor lad got a sword stuck right through his jaw. He was a nasty, vicious beast before that, but with this sword, he's become quite placid. So he's a harmless old fellow. You don't need to worry about it. So do you have any questions for me?
I'm just a little bit surprised. Does this place has like no war, battles, blood, or something else? You should see the levels above you.
Well, this is nothing else. Is an oasis of peace. And once again, as long as you treat nature well, then I will treat you well.
Is that tree here that had the image of the Mad Mage on it?
Oh, there, old Hallister. He's an old friend of mine.
What do you know of Hollister? Sorry.
Go ahead.
What do you know of Hollister? We met him a bunch of times further above. He seems to be quite the trickster.
Well, yes, he's a doctoring old fool, I must admit. But yes, he's also a friend of mine. You see, many years ago, we found this place, and we started turning it into the forest, starting using cooling upon the earth mother to cleanse this thing. And my friend, my partner at the time, Cassian, we worked together and started to doing this, but then Cassian met an awful demise, and I could not handle my grief. Alistair came, saw my grief, and I don't know why, but he imbued this place with magic. It was Hallister that grew the trees to the ceiling and opened up the windows to the sky above. And Hallister visits every now and then and feeds and nourishes the trees. So I thank Hallister for this respite. And while I miss Cassian something terrible, this reminds me of him. It's like a living tribute to him.
I have another question. How did you manage to get like open air?
Or you'd have to ask Hallister that, my friend. It was Hallister who did this. I don't know how, but I am very, very thankful. But I must say that there is still some filth that inhabits these lands. It makes me ill. And here you see she's starting to almost visibly shake.
What can we do to help you? Yeah, you seem to be upset. I hate to see you upset so far.
And with this, the elf straightens, and her voice sharpens to a blade all of its own. Vermin! Face my domain. And while she's getting really, really visibly angry and shaking, rating the delicate balance of these woods. Goblins, in fact, cursed with lycanthropy. They wield the curse of a bat as a cudgel with which they decide who among my children die. Now it pains me to order them this. They must be put to the sword. All of them. Let none live to spread their foul disease. If you could do this for me, you will have a friend in Willow. And she takes a deep breath. As Buddhist goes, do this for me. Rid the land of this filth, and you will have a friend in Willow. Us can understand that this imbalance to nature must be destroyed.
Yeah, that's. Look, I'm not the smartest druid, but I know that's bad.
So I know you at least will do this for me, precious Christ. What about the rest of you? Will you help rid these vermin, these infestation to my domain?
Well, do you think? I'm definitely would like to help you. You have shown nothing but hospitality to us. Do you think this would curry favor with Hallister as well?
I can't speak for Hallister. He's got many levels of this place.
Yeah.
What about the Emerald Enclave?
Willing to help.
Emerald Enclave?
Yeah. You know them.
I know of them. And I have been up to the surface. I've been down here for decades, it seems now, but yeah.
Okay, just wanted to check because they're really cool, and just wanted to check if you remembered too.
Not a member, but I understand they are friends of nature.
Yeah, they also like forests and stuff like that, and yeah, maybe if you go up, maybe you can talk with them.
I don't. Why would I leave my forest? Who would protect it if I was gone?
Again, I'm not the smartest druid.
Joseph will walk forward and say, if these goblins are a threat, as you say, I would be more than happy to assist.
Splendid. So, yes, please do. Please rid the world of these vermin, these filth. Come back and talk to me. We'll have much to discuss.
Where can we find them?
To the south and east of here.
Is it obvious, or can you take us there?
It is obvious. You'll see some more just outside of the forest, more of a structure there, which it pains me to see the wood warped into trunks and logs and things, but it's very easy to see. You can't miss it. And let me be abundantly clear. You must kill every one of these vermin. I do not want one of them alive. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
Yes.
Good.
Like I said, if they pose the threat you say they do,
Yeah.
Malcolm?
Yes.
So, while all that was going on, I don't know if you noticed, but Tapper was kind of moving about the room. So, He had his hands behind his back and just nonchalantly, looking like he was looking around the place, which he was.
Sure.
So
I
did I
should have
see anything?
predicted this. So is it an 11 or a 23 for your stealth?
Oh, I can roll stealth.
You
I
already
didn't
rolled
roll.
stealth. Ah,
I
let's
did.
see.
Oh, that was earlier.
Oh, that was way earlier in the
Oh, was
forest.
it? Oh, sorry. Okay. So is that a 16?
Yep.
Okay, just 1 second. Um, excuse me. What are you doing? Looking directly at Snapper.
He just points at the walls and the tree and everything.
I can make a deception check.
Uh,
Listen, the delicate balance here means more than anything to me. I do not need creatures sneaking around behind my back, trying to take things and perhaps balance of nature. Is that what you're doing? You're trying to steal from me? Unbalanced things? Take things that belong to me?
I
It
was,
doesn't always work, Snapper. Sometimes you get
yeah,
spotted, my
no.
friend.
Well, yeah, I guess I wasn't clear. My intention was like I was walking around with my hands behind my back, just kind of nonchalantly looking around. But he'll go up and just kind of pat the tree like he's petting a dog.
I shall keep my eye on you. Perhaps it is best that you cursed with lack of flight so you can't get it into any mischief. And with this, the, the pickles its back and lets out a low growl.
Just a quick technical question, if you don't mind, Willow. If we're going to kill peoples, we have a tendency to kind of like, you know, throw thunder and shoot arrows and fire. You don't mind that happening?
She glares at Snapper and then walks back. You tell me. You claim to be a druid. What do you think you should do in my forest?
I think to create balance, sometimes you have to push the little well, lever. Maybe the thunder and arrows are a way of pushing the lever.
So you're saying to save my forest, you must first damage my forest?
Uh, yeah.
No. No was the correct answer there. I thought I made myself clear on this point, but they are in their own complex, made from logs and wood and dead trees. If you are careful when you're attacking them, no harm should come to the forest. In fact, they're one of the rare places within this place where there is, in fact, no trees, no wildlife. So you should be able to attack them. But do not harm a twig in my forest. Do not plug a petal. Do not pepper my trees with arrows.
Willow, I'm sorry to, but it sounded like that you wanted our help, and I as a ranger, I will definitely not intentionally harm your forest, but we can't control what the enemies do, so we'll do our best.
Well, if the enemies harm my forest, you must crush them as well.
We will.
Yeah, and that was the message I was trying to convey also. So I rolled persuasion to try to amend the messages that my colleagues have shared here.
Yeah, very well. It seems with Cross and Balin, rangers and druids alike, you know the balance, so go rid the forest of this filth and return to me.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay,
The other option would be to convince her to go with us, and then she could make sure that the forest wasn't harmed. Yes.
Or maybe convince the dragon, the good dragon, to help us.
Emperor's gonna poop as he walks by the displacer beast.
And poop is a natural fertilizer. But that's very cool, Snapper, nevertheless.
Balin also pops a squat. No, I'm just kidding. I do not.
It's not cool. That's completely different, man.
And once you leave the tower, she says just follow the line of the forest along here, and you'll come across Lincoln Throats, no problem.
Before we leave, I'm curious. She got real upset, and she wants all the goblins murdered. Basically, it's deceptive. Do I perceive like any kind of like deception among her? Like she wants to wipe them out, and so we don't. She being fully honest with us, I feel.
Insight check. You just get anger. She's very angry at these creatures for being in her domain. So technically your characters are in two places at once, one in the tower. We'll just concentrate on this area of the map, and we'll just pick it up from there. And she's saying just follow this forest line, and you can't really miss it.
Gentlemen, should we follow the Yellow Brick Road?
Yeah, let's do it.
As you follow the yellow brick road, you notice these alcoves carved into the side of this cavern wall almost. You look inside and you see skeletons, numerous skeletons, all picked clean, all unceremoniously dumped into this alcove. This one here in particular. And yeah, a lot of skeletons.
Are they humanoid?
Yeah, I was just going to ask that.
Yep, they're all humanoid. And you look around, and a rough guess, 60 or so. They're all clad in rotting furs and clothing.
Can we tell what race or races?
Predominantly human. There's some dwarves and halflings and other things there. Your typical humanoids in any city across Wyllowwood.
Is there one that is a little bit fresher? And I just want to tell kind of like the cause of death.
Yeah, I was just going to ask the same question.
Well, to get the cause of death, you need to make me a medicine check. Okay, it's hard to tell because they're mostly skeletons. There are some ones here who are more zombie-like, I guess, than skeleton-like. And you're getting close. And would normally gross out most people, but for Cross, it's no problem. And you look around and you start picking apart at this thing, and the throat of this creature is green. There's a real green tinge to his throat. And so you don't know why the green tinge is here. You suspect it caused his death, but you're not sure what.
Can I just grab a little bit of it without touching it, like using
Stick?
No sticks and no leaves.
Aha.
Maybe like a bone or something.
Oh, there's plenty of bones here.
Yeah.
Take a pick of bones. A finger bone, toe bone.
The one that looks kind of like a spoon, and I just want to take a little bit of that green stuff.
Okay.
And take it to Snapper.
Mm-hmm.
And say, hey, Snapper, you kind of know your stuff. Do you have any idea of what this is?
He kind of looks at it and he sniffs it. What kind of check would you like, Malcolm?
I would like... Do you have alchemy tools?
I do. I have an Yes, I have an alchemist kit.
Yep. So roll your alchemy check, which would be d20 plus your proficiency plus Your, I don't know, probably wisdom modifier.
Okay. Um, there we go. And now it's set up. Okay, so here we go.
Ooh, not sure.
Just shrug.
Joseph's going to mention to the party that harm not this ye be harmed, and he's going to say damage to her woods or fell out of favor with her somehow. Best to be careful.
Good call, man.
She also said something kind of important. Does anybody have any silver weapons besides me?
No, I was wanting to get a silver weapon for the longest time, and I forgot all about that.
I have magical arrows, which should help.
Um,
Actually, technical question or game rules question, Malcolm. I bought a +2 magic bow. Does that imbue any magic to the arrows?
Yeah, +2 to hit and +2 damage.
So it would be as if a magic, assuming that the arrows would be magical to hit for like creatures that are not damaged by non-magical weapons, right?
Yeah, and of course, lycanthropes, you do indeed need a silver item to do decent damage to them, but a magical item will work just as well.
Okay, great.
Like
Joseph will
what-
cast prestidigitation, make himself glow like someone cast detect magic, and say, "I am magic."
All right.
Do you want to use the bodies, or are you okay right now?
I don't have any it prepared today.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
press on.
Yeah, remind me and I'll try checking it when we come back again.
I just need to know if it's safe to eat.
All right, let's continue on here.
So you do notice a tunnel leading downwards here.
I'm gonna poke my head over here to see if there's anything. So this could be it, or it could be further down. I don't know.
Could we split up? Go check out the tunnel.
I don't like the idea of splitting us up, Kane.
I can send Samson down the tunnel.
I was just wondering if that's like a more of a backdoor or less noticeable path.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try the tunnel first, then. I'm down with that.
Samson heads down.
Yep.
Yeah, he goes down through the tunnel a good 50 feet or so, and there's thick vines that block his way ahead.
Mhm.
And you see a sign that says, "You may not pass unless you have Willow's permission."
I let them know that's the wrong way.
Oh, don't we have Willow's permission?
My guess is it's permission to go to a special place. I'd say probably not, but I agree. It's like, don't we have her permission to go anywhere? I doubt it.
Well, I think we'd have to
Wouldn't
farm
want to
those.
anger her, to be
Fine.
honest.
That's probably not good unless.
Sounds like not Yellowbrick Road.
Yep.
We'll ask her when we come back.
Yeah.
Best not to stir the pot.
Yeah.
Seems like she'd get grumpy if we tried to go where she.
Yeah. We don't want to see her when she's grumpy.
No. I think we already did. It's kind of scary.
We
Yeah.
gotta find this holy Snickers.
And as you approach, You see your old friend, Alistair, appear, and into the high back leather chairs, and he leans back and lifts up a pipe of tobacco. As he reclines and gathers his thought, the pipe blazes and vroom, you're magically teleported into some type of sitting room with the mad mage slowly poking. He says, "Gather round, fool man's tale." What do you guys do?
I guess
I'll pull up and sit Indian style and listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, let's have around the campfire.
Choice, yeah.
Not a campfire.
And say, entertain us, Alistair, as I've hoped we've entertained you.
You have most done this. Willow. Sweet Willow. I tried so hard to make her happy, you know. This entire forest was my work. I willed the trees to grow. I birthed the sun and starlight that fills this domain. I stocked it with birds and beasts galore, all to make my dear sweet Willow happy. For you see, there was a time when she wasn't so happy. After her and her husband, her late husband, mind you, came to live and work with me 2 centuries ago, Willow fell into blue clutches. She felt so sad. And after living her life in the woods, under mountain could feel nothing more like a prison. So I shaped this place to her liking. And she liked it for her time. But that wasn't enough for my dearest Willow. Her husband, fool, forbade her return to the surface. Forbade it? Can you believe it? Even more surprisingly, she obeyed. Well, time sings, and their marriage fell apart. And the only solution to our dearest Willows could grasp, like all prisoners. Alas, she was a druidess, and her husband a wizard. You should have seen the destruction. Miles long. At the deepest crater lays Yinark's shattered body. At his side, his wife, her fury abated and her heart broken. And she has remained here ever since, a prisoner of her own guilt. And a bewildered father that has tried everything but talk to his daughter. I've tried everything! I'm telling you, but I'm afraid Willow's too far gone. Walk lightly, my friends, for Wyllowwood is not part of my game, but hers. And he takes a long, deep drag on his pipe, and boof, you're plopped back into the forest.
Look at everybody and say, he does find us entertaining.
Wait, so she killed her husband?
So I'll give you the cliff notes. She came down here with her husband, someone called Yinark, and
Who was a wizard.
who was a wizard. Yep, he was a wizard, she was a druid. And obviously Alistair liked Willow, so she created this entire domain for her, this forest, just to keep. But then her husband said, this is wonderful, we're not leaving this place. And she desperately wanted to go up and see other forests. And she obeyed, but then things got sour, and it ended up in a battle that half destroyed the place, an arch-druid and an arch-mage. She won, but she's broken for her own guilt. So that's the cliff notes. And some of you can see these creatures over here. There are like really large wasps flying around. They're not bothering you or anything. You've seen bears wandering around as well. Even the odd tree moving. All very non-threatening though. Just going about their business.
Guys, are we second guessing our thoughts about taking out these goblins, whatever they were.
I think we should just see if we can, I don't know, talk to him maybe.
Go talk to them.
That was Joseph. He kept saying, "If they are the threat that you say they are." So Joseph's not doesn't want to just distinguish them himself.
Yeah. And
Unless
if
they are a
like,
threat.
if she's like super powerful, why hasn't she killed them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
well,
wondering
that's the thing too. We're assuming she's all powerful. Now we know that she didn't create this place, so it's really just another druid. For a
It could
high
be
level.
she could be testing us. Harm not, lest ye be harmed, and she then tells us to slay the goblins. And I was on the higher levels above us, gentlemen. We have a legion, the goblin marketplace, and Azarok's hold of hobgoblins and goblins. They're not all evil, and she, as a wizardess, should know that. I mean, prejudice aside, I mean that's very odd. I find of a druid who loves forest and nature and all creatures and wants them as vermin.
Yeah,
Something else is afoot here, my friends.
yeah, well, it sounded like from what Hallister said, she's gone a little mad.
Yeah. Didn't want to say it, but she's more in a trend of taking
Yeah.
care of nature.
I agree.
Like, I wouldn't mind eating now and then. They're actually tasty. She doesn't like that. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, what does she eat then?
Hmm.
Always thinking with your stomach.
I mean,
She could
it
also
has
probably hear us. She's been watching us. So, be careful what you say.
Italy completes the cycle and we're safe.
That's a good point, though, Sayed. All right, should we press on?
Is this? She said there was like log cabins or something. Is that what this is?
Yeah, so this is just getting aside, this is a very, very long building here. It's made from logs and stone as well. But it's just getting the look at it. You do glass down here, and you see a second. You see, getting to the right page. Yeah, you see these strange bat-like creatures, and they're upside down and seemingly asleep. You know the way that bats do with their claws and leaning backwards. These are very large bats, though. So they're hanging from the ceiling, seemingly asleep, looking like really big bats down over here.
Oh, over there. Okay.
Well, let's not disturb those things.
Well,
maybe-
so there were goblins and with lycanthropy. Is there wolves or is it other kind of beings?
Nope. All sorts of beings. Were-rats, were-dogs, were-tigers,
Were-wasps? Were-wasp?
were-wasp.
But maybe
Were-bats, for sure.
Yeah, they're back. Well, let's check out one of these buildings. Is this a door here in the front?
It is.
This is
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
a door here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little listen. Just the old listen. There's a little perception.
Okay, yep, absolutely. Perception at that door. You put your ear against the door, trying to work out what's going on. And you listen, and you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna see if it's
Does not appear to be locked. You give a little push, the door opens. Just a
Let's
smidgen.
see what's inside here.
Okay. Inside. Yeah. You guys see inside?
Yeah,
Oh, you
I'm
do.
assuming, Balin, you're going in. I was going to follow behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna step in. It's my turn.
All right.
Okay. So inside of this thing, it's a bit of a wreck. There's overturned and broken shelves, and tables lie on the floor with piles of old rugs and bleached human skulls. There's a stuffed owlbear standing on its hind legs in the south corner, glaring ferociously but otherwise not moving. And there's a closet on the side of the room. this thing over here.
Does it look like this? Someone's been living in here? I mean, or does it look like it's been like this?
Make an investigation check. There's a lot of junk in here. It doesn't appear people are living here as such. Almost like a storage area.
I'm gonna try the closet.
Okay. Okay. Inside the closet, open it up. Nothing of note in there. It's almost empty.
Alright. Well, I might as well keep on trucking. Kane, you got my back, right?
Yep, I'm on it.
Alright, I'll check this door.
Door to the south. Okay. You listen. Try and hear sounds. There's no sounds. Door opens easily.
Alright. So guys, are we here and then we go to the next area?
I like it. Yeah. Explore this building and then move on.
Alright, I'm gonna go there's all sorts of things over here, more doors.
What's Side, Krosk, and Snapper and all those guys doing? You following them in?
Snapper's coming in.
Krosk?
Sapelli's going to stay outside and watch around for us and keep watch and let me know if anything comes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep on listening, I guess, and then if I don't hear the doors as I walk down this hall.
Okay, let me save you a little bit of suspense. These ones here, on either side of this, just a bunch of junk in there, nothing much of note. And this looks very much like some place that was abandoned, perhaps.
Alright. Yeah, let's keep on going. Oh, you're saying the whole place?
Yeah, just the general vibe of the...
Okay, I see. Well, I might as well, yeah, just, I guess, keep on looking, just keep on looking in those rooms and make sure that it's clear, I guess, or if there's nothing of interest.
Okay, and this one, there's something a bit... this room here is equipped with 4 narrow wooden beds, draped in dusty quilts and cobwebs. Next to each bed is a nightstand filled with an unlit lantern. And right in the side, in here was a working sink and a working toilet. On both these things, you turn the taps, flush the toilet, I guess, something down the toilet, and the water flows.
Snapper, if you need to go to the bathroom, buddy, this is what was the last thing about this room? I think you said there was something.
Lantern.
Oh, just a lantern. Okay.
Just unlit lanterns, yep.
All right. Okay. Keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. I'm assuming it's dark in here.
There's actually some lights in here.
Oh.
Sort of, well, not so much lights, more like the sun shining in through broken ceilings.
Oh, okay. Try this door here.
Okay. Swing this door open, and behind there, it appears to be some type of spacious bedroom. And you open the door over here, and it's an adjoining bathroom. Now, once again, the bathroom is fully functional.
Oh. Nice. Hey, we've got a nice place to stay, maybe. I don't know. All right.
Keep it down the hallway.
Yeah, let's keep on trucking here. We got a couple more spots.
Did we check this room and this room attached
Yeah, there's a door over here.
No, you didn't. But you open up this door and this inner door as well. And this place is quite nice. Inside this room over here, there's a bathroom and a sauna. Working sink, walking toilet, and bathtub polished from green marble with rusty iron. There's a wooden bench with... And this bedroom here, there's a wooden bed carved with surfwood tine motifs standing against the northeast wall, draped in dusty quilts and flanked by nightstand. Stand are 9 half-melted candles. You check under the bed, and there are the dry shed skins of 2 large snakes. And against the northwest wall stands a blood-stained wooden altar decorated with silver and bronze designs of claws, fangs, beaks, and eyes. And piled around the altar are dozens of bleached human skulls.
Oh, that's
That doesn't sound good.
it really doesn't sound good. There's these snake skins. Do they look like other than being large, the snake skins, or is it something?
Check.
Cross, you're probably better at this. Yeah.
Yep, snaky skins.
Hmm.
And they're good 4 or 5 feet long, so it's a decent size.
Oh, okay.
Does it look like something that could be made into a belt? Let's say.
Dry shed skins. Yes. Yes, they're good.
There were 2 of them.
Yep.
I'll pick them up and roll them up and put them in my backpack.
Done.
Okay. Should we go to this last door up here? It looks possibly another bathroom, but check it out.
Let's do it.
Sorry, which door would that be?
Oh, up here.
That one should be open, and it's just a bathroom type area.
All right. Well, you got lots of options, then, Snapper. All right. Well, whatever.
Sounds like we're ready for the next building.
Yeah, it sounds like whatever was here is no longer here.
Well, there are doors in this corridor here.
Yeah.
Now, to pass through this area, I need to know through this area. And as I said,
Okay.
there are 3 bats here. So,
Oh, can
Yeah,
I
honestly.
ritually cast Speak with Animals before we pass that area?
yep, easy enough to do.
Been on stealth. I got a 26 on my stealth roll.
Yeah. And I have advantage because of my boots of elven kind. But
26. Pain. Okay, who are we missing? Syed? Krosk? Joseph? What is Joseph? 16?
Sorry, my again lagging, so it'll be a second.
No worries,
No
we'll
worries.
wait with bated breath. And Krosk?
I guess a stealth, just to be respectful of third sleep.
12 and 11. Okay. Just 1 second.
Right back,
As you
guys.
sneak past Snapper, almost no detectables down from Snapper. Balin, you do a good job as well. And just as you're starting to cross Kane, you look down and there's a little bone on the ground, and you stand on it, and it snaps, and these strange creatures turn and look at you. I'm going to show you what they look like. This is what they unfurl the wings, and this is what you see. One of these delightful creatures.
Ooh.
And what happens? We shall find out because I have one more child to put to bed. So give me just a second, and I'll
Sure.
be right back. Okay. So these rather strange creatures. Okay, and they turn around and they bare their teeth to you, and they kind of jump to the ground on their clawy feet and kind of look around at you. What do you do?
I'm gonna ready myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I will too. If they move aggressively towards me or any of my friends, then I will take them down.
Put my hands out and says, Willowswood, harm not, yes, ye be harmed.
They don't seem to react to that and start clawing on all fours, half flying, half crawling. Get the impression they can fly. They've just jumped.
I'm going to try to speak in bad language. Like, hey, we're cool over here.
Just 1 second.
Which did you use, Cross?
I'm using speak with animals, so
okay.
bad language. I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't know. I don't know what language you're speaking. I will try saying, "We mean no harm in Goblin." Well, we might mean harm. We might mean harm, but I won't say that.
Okay. They seem hesitant. So what did you say again? I was reading something.
Well, Cross said something. And Balin said, "We mean no harm in Goblin."
Okay. And they look around and say, "Follow me." And wandering around, still looking at you warily. Follow me, yes, follow us, yes, follow us. Follow us, follow us. They start scooting down this corridor here. Follow us, follow us. They keep on scampering down this way. Zooming, zooming, zooming. Assume you guys are following them. Say, follow us. Follow us, follow us. And they zoom around the side here. You guys take a moment to catch up.
Area.
Where did they go? Oh, there they are.
Over here.
This I can't follow, kind of went down this way. Okay, so who can understand Goblin?
Balin can.
Anybody else?
Snapper
I
can't.
do.
I've got comprehend language at home.
Okay. So Snapper and Joseph, it seems.
Balin.
Balin.
Balin as well. Okay, so I'll assume you guys are just translating this for the rest of them. But as you approach this here, you hear this loud voice, like as if someone's telling a powerful tale. It's loud and it's strong, and it's like almost like a spoken word poet, that type of thing. And it's honed to perfection, and it's all rather strangely also in the harsh tones of goblins. And you hear it, and it says, "And so, faced with destruction, we cast out that glutton, the fool named Vool, hardly the first pariah to be exiled for the greater good." And the goblins, who assume in her attendance, echo, "The greater good! The greater good! The fool named Vool gone, peace has been assured. Archdruid welcome us again with Ocus arms, promises us sanctuary, and believe me, brothers, sisters, this is sanctuary. This is as good as it will get. The dragon is tamed, the druid appears, well, for as long as our people continue to act in the greater good. And once again, the goblins echo, the greater good! The greater good!
I missed that part. The druid is what?
The Archdruid welcomes us again with open arms, promises us sanctuary. And believe me, brothers and sisters, this is sanctuary. This is as good as it will get. The dragon is tamed, the druid is appeased, and we will all be well so long as our people continue to act in the greater good. Then it echoes again, the greater good, the greater good.
I think they are mistaken, guys. What do you think?
Or that may not have been her.
Hmm.
Could have been somebody pretending to be her.
Or we ran into someone pretending to be the druid.
Oh,
Follow.
okay.
I'm gonna start following on the ceiling.
Okay. Okay. And you come down and you see this was where the preaching was happening. And these werebats fly into here. They say, come, we shall talk, come. And all the goblins turn and look at you. They don't react terribly much. Come inside. And they all step back, giving you a bit of room to enter. And the guy whose voice was booming out before says, who are you? You are intruders. What are you doing in our domain?
Who's saying that?
This guy here. Well, I'll put a blue dot on him.
I guess we should have had a plan. I was going to say, do we just upfront about what we were sent to do? I'll say, yeah, we just came from Willow, the druid of the forest. It sounds like you know her.
Yes, she provides us sanctuary and protection. We are safe here. We are hardly ever safe, but we have found sanctuary here.
When's the last time you spoke with her? I'm just curious.
What are you doing in our domain?
Well, I have to be honest with you. It sounds like Willow may have changed her mind about you guys here. We just came from there, and she seems very angry with you.
Yeah, what nonsense are you talking about? She provides us sanctuary.
Well, that's why I'm wondering when's the last time you spoke with her, because she seems quite angry now.
Less than a 10-day ago.
Have you done anything to harm the forest since then?
We live here in the caverns where the forest does not reach.
Yeah, and you haven't. Yeah, as Joseph said, you haven't done anything to the forest to make her upset.
No, we live in the caverns.
Yeah.
Snapper will mimic her telling us what she wants us to do.
You lie, you are a deceiver. She protects us.
Check.
Sure.
Especially since looks like there's more coming up behind us.
Yeah, they're surrounding us.
Ugh.
I'm probably gonna do the same.
Sure. So what are you inciting exactly?
Well, I guess one, it seems like he's telling the truth about this relationship that he thinks he has with her.
Yeah, he seems genuine. Thinks that Willow is on his side and is providing his fellow were creatures and goblins and all sorts sanctuary.
I'll say, well, we speak the truth. Why would the druid want you guys dead?
Just dead. I do not trust interlopers.
Uh-oh, running out of ideas, guys. This is gonna. We might be forced to do her bidding here.
So you mentioned this is your domain, but isn't this Willow's forest? So it's basically her domain.
Your forest is not heaven. It's kind of like a cavern. This is mostly underground, this thing. It's almost in a gigantic cave.
And why this forest does not expand over here?
I suggest you leave now. Stop asking such idiotic questions and leave before we change tact here.
Look, we're just trying to help, right? We come from upper levels, and it's very weird up there, so we're just trying to figure out what's happening down here.
What does Willow look like?
You're asking him what Willow looks like?
Yeah.
She is a creature of great beauty. Black, marvelous hair with butterflies flittering around her. She is at one with nature.
Sounds like the Willow we met, yeah. Well, was she beautiful? she did have butterflies. Yeah,
She
okay.
was beautiful.
Do we want to suggest that we have a conversation between the leader of the goblins here and Willow?
I don't know if, I mean, it sounds like if we bring him back to her forest. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, but it seemed like she would be very upset if they came into her forest.
By the way, sanctuary from what? Who was attacking you?
That's a good question.
Lizard man, how many goblins have you killed in your lifetime?
Cross is just going to look at his hands, and then, like, I have a lot of goblin friends, I guess.
We were above levels. We've been friends with the Legion of Azeroth, the Hobgoblin, his goblins. There's a goblin marketplace that we've traveled and trade with often.
The guy starts poking Joseph right in the chest. Says, "You need to leave."
Well, we could just leave this place. let them figure it out. What do you guys think?
And I'm going to say, if you mean no harm to the forest, then we'll go back and make sure Willow knows that, and that you are a friend of nature and just seek sanctuary. We can do
We
this.
try and convince a couple to come back with us and have talk.
That's what I was thinking. At least the lead speaking.
Come with us and speak with Willow yourself. This makes.
Okay.
Who?
I guess Joseph? Oh, not bad. Okay. The leader narrows his eyes and says, "Let us talk to Willow. You will see that you are mistaken." And he starts walking out. He's got a couple of our friends with him. Well, let's go. You'll see what fools you are.
All right, let's do this.
I hope we're proven wrong.
Oop, I dragged Joseph over there too. Sorry.
Can I just try to walk?
Sure.
Say, hey, what happened? Why are you having like this lycanthropy thing?
Okay, just a sec. So feel free to make your way back to the tower. That's where these goblins are going to hit him. So copy and paste them because it's a nuisance.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can use. Okay, I gotta remember that. You can use your keys to do it. It's
Yep.
probably-
That's right. You can't you? Oh yeah.
I'd like to do one more check of that goo while I'm walking by.
Sure, do another alchemy check, but this time at disadvantage because you don't just get to spam it time and time again. But do an alchemy check at disadvantage. Still not sure.
Yeah.
And so you're talking to them about how they became this way? Krosk?
Yep. Just
Yeah, they basically say that for generations going back, they've always been cursed. But they don't say cursed, they said they've been blessed with the lycanthropy. They don't consider it a bad thing, they consider it a good thing. They get to be goblins and bats all at the same time, the best of both worlds. They consider it very much a blessing.
I have to admit, it sounds pretty cool.
We could turn you into a rare bat if you were so inclined.
Oh no, I can turn into a bat already, so I'm pretty okay on that department.
Okay, so it's probably easier if we do this in more of a theoretical mind, since actually no, let's go back right over here. You don't need to do it. And so you knock on the bell pool again. Once again, this tree that looks a lot like Hallister opens the door and welcomes you in. Do you just wander in with the goblins, or what do you do?
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't mind us.
so you wander in. What do you say to Willow?
Willow, we met with the goblins, and they seem to have a different opinion of the relationship that you have, and we thought it might be good to actually try to clear this up.
She looks around and sees the goblins, and she says, perhaps this is a better night. And she steps outside of her tower. Do you follow?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Once again, we'll do this more theater of the mind style. And she sees the three goblins there. And she waves her hand and casts a spell, and this huge wall of fire comes up and engulfs these creatures, and they scream in pain, and they scream in pain, and they finally they fall to the ground dead. And she says, I told you to exterminate these vermin from these forests. I don't know what lies they told you, but you need to go back there and kill each one of them. Man, woman, child, baby.
Willow, we don't mean any disrespect, but we're curious. You seem to be very powerful, and I'm curious why we are very curious why you didn't just handle this yourselves.
Not interested in restoring balance. You all talk to me about balance and wanting to help me out. Now you come with excuses and goblins. Go back there, destroy them. Man, woman, child, babe, all of them. I want them dead.
Did
They
you?
upset the balance of nature. Destroy them all.
And it may come to that. We thought when we left here that that's what we were doing, but when we were speaking with them, the spokesperson, if not leader of the goblins, who you just destroyed, seemed to think that you guys had a alliance and an understanding, and that they actually had what do you call it? Sanctuary.
Did have an understanding, but then they chop and they destroy. They destroy the forest. They destroy the leaves, the flowers. They're a curse. They're a vermin on this land. Destroy them.
I got nothing else, guys, unless you got
I'm
something.
I'm doing a perception check to see if she is what she says she is, or if she's something other.
That would be an insight check, though.
Okay.
Go for it. She seems genuinely angry that you haven't killed these people. And forest,
Nope.
by far, is. I mean, you get the impression that if it came down to a flower versus snapper, she'd choose the flower.
I was more trying to check: is it somebody else disguised as her?
It appears to be very much the person that you met last time. Right there in this exact space.
If we go back without these, then we're gonna have to find
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Do you have like a specific item list of what they destroyed? Just to make sure we
Trees, flowers, leaves, birds, insects. The very heartbeat of the forest. Thought you would know this.
Yeah, I know it, but they seem to attack us on glance, which is, to be honest, very surprising. By the way you described them.
Go kill the vermin that infect my forest.
Out of character, do we want to consult Hollister and what he said?
I mean, I'm getting out of ideas, to be honest.
Yeah, let's see what happens, because I'm not above attacking her now. I mean,
Yeah, no. I was
Oh
thinking
yeah,
the same thing.
Joseph's gonna basically say, "I'm not in for killing children, goblins, and murdering families." And he'll say, "We met Hallister. He told us about you and your husband, and what had happened between the two of you. There seems to be something wrong here. Can we help you some other way?"
And when this, the mention of her husband, she calms down a little bit, and then goes next to the tree that greeted you, that kind of looked like Hallister. She turns into a bird, lands on top of the tree, and then flitters it. Whoops, she doesn't go like that. Come back here, Willow. Ah! There we go. And she flitters out the window in her raven form.
Is the displacer beast still here?
Uh-huh. It's moving back and forth, growling.
Nice kitty. Nice kitty.
Can I cast Speak with Animals?
Yes you can.
Okay, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. I guess no time to ritually, so it's fine.
Yep.
And I say, hey buddy, we're cool, right?
We're not going to leave the tower. You've upset the mistress.
But do you have any more context of what happened with the goblins?
Leave this place. Starts growling back and forth.
Maybe we should just leave this place. If this is Hallister's daughter, we probably don't want to harm her either. That might upset Hallister. I mean, if she's that powerful, she'd probably wipe us out. Also, with Joseph on not killing little goblins, innocents, they may grow up to be good goblins someday.
well, but that's a problem. She's kind of a tyrant. She's so extreme that even to the insects or blades of grass, that's a tyrant.
Yeah, it's too much.
I'm going to ask the beast, what do you eat?
Druid creates for me.
Sounds delicious.
Leave.
Okay, we're Just give us a second. We're leaving.
Do you leave?
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading to the door.
Okay. Kane, are you leaving?
Yep, I'll leave also.
Krosk?
Yeah, but
Joseph?
Right. Yep.
Yep.
Syed?
Yep.
Noticed.
He's really thinking about going through these doors. But he'll walk by and he'll poop again and walk out.
Okay. So you emerge back outside the tower. The door slams shut behind you. You're not sure why. What do you guys do?
I don't know.
should we go talk with the dragon?
Yeah, I think that's something we should do.
Sure. That's a great idea. Yeah.
Go seek out the dragon.
Does anybody speak dragon?
I do.
All right.
Dragons usually speak common as well.
Yeah. They're pretty cool. At least the ones we've met.
So the dragon did land kind of around this direction over here.
Yeah.
As you get just inside of the forest, so back up, you two. Get back over there. So everybody wants to gather kind of around here. That would be good. Yeah, so just as you enter into this forest, okay, and you look a little lost.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was where the group was. That was
I'll drag you over there.
okay, thank you.
Is that everybody? 1, 2. So just inside this forest, you notice there's an unusual breeze that pops up, and you look down and shaped in twigs and you see them approximate writing, and the writing and the trees and the bark and the leaves. What was this phrase? Free me, please.
Ah.
Do you have Druidcraft? Can you see if it's something specifically Druid?
I actually have like a language I never used called Druidic. I don't know if there's something written over there in any place.
Nothing that would suggest druidic. I mean, it's just twigs and leaves that have formed that phrase.
Maybe tomorrow I can speak with the trees. I'm gonna just whisper to them. Just hold on. Give me some time, and I'll come back and speak to you.
Okay.
And all right. Should we go to the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the dragon landed in a tower over in more or less directly west from where you guys are.
Am I backwards here? If he's west, are we?
Oh, sorry, east. Sorry, east. I always get east and west confused. It's the weirdest thing.
All right. I'm always giving my brother a bad time about directions. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're headed east now. So got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm purely a Google Maps guy when it comes to even driving across town, but my sense of direction is an absolute shocker. Okay, so you approach this structure and you see two marble walkways terminate at a stone platform on which a tower stands with a commanding view of the river. And the battlements are crumbling, and a dragon's snore dominates the eye, the ear, dominates a sour ear. And behind this platform, there is a bridge that goes across the river. So you guys head up these staircases if you want to. You should be able to see more. So you see this tower thing here that the dragon is on. There's a bridge here that goes over the river. And as you're heading up there, thinking about, oh, what shall we do? You hear a whisper on the wind. And it says, "Free me, sword from my skull, for its evil cannot be contained much longer."
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's go do that, guys.
Yeah, let's go talk to the dragon.
Yeah.
Snapper's gonna check out this door before he leaves.
Okay. So this building is a good 70 foot high. So the dragon is literally 70 feet above you from where you are. And are you listening at the door, Snapper? What are you doing?
Yeah, listen, check it for traps, and then poke his head in.
Okay, it doesn't appear to be trapped. Do you hear nothing inside of it? Are you going to open it?
Yep.
Okay, you open that, and the rooms wasn't even unlocked. But in the northwest corner, you see a gateway. You've seen these type of things before. The gate. The gate is engraved with images of dancing dwarves. And you can see through the gate to a different part of the Mad Mage's dungeon. So that's what you see.
And so we saw it written, "Free me," and then we heard in the whisper of the wind, "Free me from the dragon. I can't contain it. It's evil." Something about its evil can't be contained.
Remove the skull. Remove the sword from my skull.
Yeah. I think we're at a different door than Snapper. I'm going to open this door.
Okay. Whoops. Boop. And you see what he saw, like a dark, dusty room, and a gateway, seemingly to another part of the Mad Mage's things.
Oh, and I see a dragon now too. Is that just because he's above it?
He's above it. It's
There's not a... So on the outside of the building and the inside of the building, we didn't see a stair in this tower?
Nope.
Well, maybe we should, instead of going to the dragon, maybe we should call the dragon to us.
Well, I can dimension door up there and bring somebody with me, and we can grab the sword and yank it out. And then if things go bad, I could dimension door us back if turn order works for us if it goes that way. Or
Well, I
we
can
bring it down.
I can climb the wall too if you want me to recon.
I can also ferry us as a giant.
I have a 20 strength if you want to take me up, if it's going to take a lot to get it out. I mean,
Yeah, I got a 19, so we can both try to do it together.
yeah.
So I want to do that. We'll just, do we want to just go up there, or do we want to talk to it, try to get it out, or we just want to yank it out?
I think we should talk with the dragon first.
I think so too. It's
Yeah,
like,
let's
hey,
talk with it.
pull that tooth out. It looks impacted.
Yeah.
We've also got rope we could tie two ends together. If it's 60 feet or 70 feet, I've got 80 feet of rope. I could just go up, tie it around one of the edges, and everybody could climb up.
Do we want to call it down here, or do we want to go up there, guys?
I think we should call up to it so that we can tell it we'd like to help you.
Yeah, we have that kind of level now, right?
Yep,
We
let's
can
do that.
Actually, ask the dragon to come to us.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So just one quick thing before you do that. Absolutely, you can call to the dragon. What are you doing inside of there, Snapper?
I was going to walk across and meet him, but since there's a door there, I might as well check it too.
Okay, you open that door, and you see like this, Snapper. You
Toilet
see-
mimic.
Oh, what a horrible way that would be to go. My goodness. You see massive piles of gold and silver and copper. There's a huge black pearl in there. You see potions in there as well and scrolls in there as well.
Okay, he just peed a little bit.
So, what are you guys calling up to it?
Yeah.
Okay, you call up to it, and you see from above the sound of the dragon sleeping has stopped, and it cranes its head over the side and says, "Who are you?" And you see this sword. It's definitely like through his skull. It's not pleasant to look at, but it's definitely a sword through this creature's skull. It says, "Who are you?"
Is that in common or in Draconic?
Common.
So I'll respond back that we're adventurers. We're known as the Troll Skull Fellows.
Probably heard of us. No, just kidding.
We're kind of famous.
Kind of a big deal.
Kind of a thing. There's a book can be written about me.
Come here with the permission of Willow.
No, we don't. We
Well,
actually just parted ways with
I
her.
know.
Willow said we could come to the forest as long as we meant no harm. We could live here throughout all our days. Cross, specifically a druid, also same profession as Willow. They were speaking kindly of each other, and that we could stay in the forest as long as we wanted. We do have her permission, actually.
I'm going to cast Druidcraft and just make a small flower bloom in my hand.
Okay. The dragon retreats back onto the tower. You can't see him. He comes back and says, "Yes, I've spoken to Willow. She says you may stay here. But first, you must pay tribute. Place your offerings here at the foot of the tower."
What about your sword? What?
Yeah, I was going to say, how about we work out a deal where we help you, you help us? If we remove the sword from your skull, what would you do in return for us?
It looks painful.
Place the offerings first, and then we may talk. Something that will please Willow.
I'm not feeling it, guys.
Hold on, I'm looking through my inventory of stuff.
Oh,
Hey, give him a boot.
I'm gonna put. I have a handful of that Trimac fungus from the other level. That was a tasty fungus, I believe, and put down that. Put down the fungus on the below. That this would something Willow would appreciate. It's green. It's live living, and it's
That will suffice. I see it. Place it here.
and I'll put it there.
Good call, Joseph. That's a good idea.
Let me take it out of my inventory so I don't have it there anymore.
And do you retreat back to there, or what do you do?
I'll just stand where I was at. That's no problem with me, and just put it there.
Okay. I see a flower in your hand, lizard man. Place your offering.
Are we all
Ah.
doing offering?
Do you want the flower?
The flower will be fine.
I'll place the flower. I can make more flowers if you want more. Maybe one for each of my companions.
Sure.
Do
So
like
you
that?
place the flower there and retreat back?
Yeah.
Okay. Cranes over and looks at Sai. What about you, human? What do you have to offer?
I'm looking. Give me a minute.
Flies over above Kane. What about you? What is your offering? Place it.
Yes, I'm looking too, trying to figure out something that you would feel as worthy. All right, I'm gonna try to give him some rations.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm just a humble holy man. Would you accept this as an offer?
That is the version of nature. Choose again.
Dang it.
I have this quill.
It's human.
Okay, so I will go place a quill.
Do you retreat back to where you are?
Yep.
What's Snapper doing? Is he hiding in the shadows? What's he doing?
No. He's gonna walk out the entrance that he originally came in at, and he's gonna go ahead and walk up the side. I'm not gonna stealth, so it's gonna be apparent that I'm walking up the side coming his way.
Okay, how up? 30 feet up? 40 feet up? 10 feet?
Enough so that I can look over the ledge. So 69.5 feet.
Okay, yeah, so right up on the edge, just peering at the dragon.
Yep.
So the dragon turns around and says, "What about you, Birdman? What is your offering?"
And I'll take one of the snake skins out and wave it in front of him.
Place it at the altar.
So I'll come all the way up on the building, to the other side, and then I'll drop it down the side.
Okay, so you're over here somewhere?
Yeah, that's where it is. Yeah.
Okay. Then do you retreat back or do you stay there?
Nope.
Okay, the dragon says, yes, this will do nicely. And flaps its wings. You're caught up in the sheer ferocity of this dragon flapping its wings. And it takes off from the ledge, comes down here, hovers about here, takes a deep breath, and exhales.
What?
Thanks for all coming and lining up for me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Can I take my movement back?
Oh, wait, I got the wrong cone. That's not the right cone.
It's a larger cone.
It is a
This
larger
dragon's
cone.
not a nice dragon. He's an angry dragon.
Would be cool.
So not Snapper, but I believe that's everybody else. Zeppeli has got no chance. Even if Zeppeli succeeds, Zeppeli is gone.
Quick reminder that we have Kane's blanket.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
yes.
true.
Let me put Kane's blanket on. Yes, and obviously everybody needs to make me a... so who gets it? Everybody except Bellin, by the looks of it, can add the saving throw. So make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna use my reaction on a absorb here.
So mine is 17 plus.
Oh,
3, I
sorry.
think.
Take it all back. Reroll everything. It's a Constitution save. It's a
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw. Yep.
Oh,
I liked my roll though.
I like my roll. Okay, 17.
Oof.
Oh, 23 for me, I guess, because 3 from the blanket.
Yep, don't forget the blanket, most important. Let me click on the button that says Green Dragon Battle. Okay, so the guy... He just wanted to get you lined up for his dragon breath. So you really start thinking about insight, guys. Dragons, people lie to you. It's how this huge cloud of poisonous gas. And it's going to
Oh man.
12d6 worth of damage. So the saving throw difficulty was 14.
Oh, I missed
So I
that
think
one.
only Bellin fails.
I used my luck and re-rolled to 15,
Okay, sure. Yep.
and I
I
used
see that.
There it goes. All I'm gonna do is absorb elements too, so I get a quarter then, right?
And then the dragon lies back over here, hovering a good 40 feet in the air. You need to do one of these. Oh, there's a decent dragon roll if ever I've seen one.
Ooh.
5, 6. Okay, the dragon gets to go again after its surprise round. I'm going to let Syed do the honors. Can you roll me a d6, please?
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, the good news is that the dragon doesn't get its breath weapon back,
Yay!
but it swoops down here. It's just above Bellin. Just whoosh, goes down. Tries to bite Bellin. Rolls a...
I have an 18.
So it tries to bite you, dodge out the way. Comes back, tries to rake you with one of its claws. Hits once with the claws, misses with the other one, but the one that does hit is a critical hit. You take 21 points of damage.
Ouch.
And it flies back over here, hovering 40 feet in the air. Cross.
Okay, so let me check what I have. Sadly, not much to fight a dragon. I was definitely not prepared for it. Let me check something. Okay, so just because I don't have any vision, so I'll move over here. The dragon is on top of something, or
It's flying in the air. 40 feet up.
40 feet up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my mouth and let a tremendous burp out and throw a stinging cloud just to kind of like surround him.
Okay. Just a second. Sorry, I just stuffed something up on my sheet here.
Oh, I don't think it's going to work.
It's the green dragon.
Yeah,
Yep, let's have a look at the spell. So stinking cloud.
it's immune to poison, right?
I don't know.
Oh well, might as well try it.
Okay, so this huge stinking cloud appears around the dragon, and it cackles. Takes a big breath of the stinking cloud, and no damage done.
Dang it.
Cheech and Chong style.
I'm going.
You Cheech and Chong this guy. Okay. Yep. Snapper.
Okay, so from where I'm at, do a little pew pew.
Let's have a look. It's been really weird. 20 does hit. Yep. So that'll be 9 damage.
No, it should at least be plus the other 3.
So 12 damage.
It's not sneak attack, then 12.
Yep. Okay, got it. So 12 points of damage. Okay, so the lightning goes into it and it recoils, but it's still hit.
And then I'll parkour here and over this side. So I'm standing on the side on this side.
Okay, cool. Syed.
Alright, it's going to for this earlier, and he's going to cast Mage Armor on himself.
Okay, that's your full action.
Yep, and he's going to run down.
Yep.
Go over I don't have any bonus actions, so that's it.
All right, so your mage armor comes up. Pain, what you got?
I am going to cast plus.
Okay.
So, and I will select Balin, who looks like he's at less than 50%. I'll do it on myself. And then let's see, we got two others. Perhaps Syed.
Okay, so I'll put a little heart on you guys. You are concentrating on Blesh. The Blesh might go down. Balland. Okay.
So let's see. I guess related to that, I'm going to duck around the corner here, hopefully to hide from Mr. Dragon.
So it was Cross, yourself, Balland, and Syed?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that's action, and you dash around the corner. Very good.
Right.
Balland.
All right. Well, I'm also gonna seek a little cover, but not before I attack this thing with my bow.
Okay.
Let's see here. Added the blast, I believe it did. Okay.
Yep. That one hits.
All right. Last one.
That
So
one
with the
hits.
blast, did that capture his 1d4?
It did. That's why there's a +1.
Plus one. Got it. Okay.
All right. So 14 on the first one, and then 18 on the second one, or second and third one.
Got it.
And then
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna-
the arrows do find a little chink in its armor, and you see a little bit of green black and drive going down. You stay where you are.
No, definitely not. I'm gonna Pain's Glow here. And yeah, I'll
Okay.
hang there.
Joseph.
Bonus action, Blade Song.
Okay.
And then I can't see him on the map because it's, I guess, the dynamic lighting does weird things with the height, so I don't know where he's at.
The dragon? It's
Yeah.
right here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see. So the problem is just a second. There we go. Fix that without destroying everything. There you go. Is that better?
Yeah, I can see him now. Okay. And then I'll cast Lightning Bolt at 4th level on him.
Okay.
Oh, man, those rolls again. 23. Oh, so that's not too bad. 29.
So dexterity saving throw. The roll was a 16.
Mm-hmm.
So you did 29 damage, so that would be 14 points of damage to the dragon.
And then I'll move over to here.
Okay. Since you ended the turn, Joseph, why don't you roll me a d6?
Excellent.
Nope, so it does not regain its dragon breath. So that's something.
We got kind of grouped up there.
It's going to swoop down right next to Syed. Athletics or acrobatics check, if you'd be so kind.
Okay.
On Syed.
Ooh, magic number is 22.
Oh, I have to get a 20.
This is not a this on this.
Oh. So no, I wouldn't be able to make it regardless.
The dragon picks up Syed, flies 60 feet up in the air and just off the side of the building, and it drops Syed. So you take this much damage.
Nobody has.
That's not good.
So,
My ward took most of it.
oh, okay. But still, you land on the ground prone, and now this creature is a good 60 feet in the air. Cross.
Okay, so far is it from?
Well, it's
Ground.
60 feet up in the air. This is real trigonometron. Line of sight, maybe 70 feet?
Yeah.
No, more like 80 feet. 80 feet away with the angles.
Okay. I think that's. I'll throw a bit arrow in this direction.
Okay.
Second level. So 21 to hit. Oh, this is.
One does hit.
Okay, so it takes 8 damage right now, and 2d4 at the end of its next turn.
Okay. Very good. Whoosh! Arrow shoots out. Dragon takes it. Dragon's still looking very healthy though. Snapper.
Oh, and I'll walk back and hide.
Sure.
Right, so Snapper will come back to the ledge, and all right, we'll do the same thing. Go a little pew pew.
Oh, that hits. And it might look as if Syed's beside it, but Syed is not. Syed is well below the creature.
And just another 12.
Yep. Okay. Got it.
And then bonus action hide.
I can make me a stealth check.
Okay. Oof.
Yep. Got it. Yes, I'll just let you know that you don't stealth from the dragon. That does not beat its passive perception. So just remember that if you take a shot, it won't be at advantage.
Okay.
Okay, you stay there?
Yeah, I used up my movement to get back.
Oh, okay. Syed, you're on the ground. The wind knocked out of you. What do you do?
Alright, Syed will get back up. And he is going to cast greater invisibility on himself.
Okay. Is that an action?
I believe so, yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to move.
Okay, so it's half your movement to stand up, so keep that in mind. So you got 15 feet you can move.
I'll just try to be quiet so it doesn't know where I'm walking.
Okay. Now, 1 second. Okay, got it. Look that up. Kane.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to come out here on the corner where I can see him, and I'm going to use my longbow
Okay.
and launch an arrow.
Not even close.
All right. I'll do another one of those.
21 does hit. Yeah, that's well within longbow range. Yep, roll damage for your longbow. 8 points.
And divine smite.
Ooh, I'm not sure if you can use divine smite. You
Oh,
have to use a melee attack. I'll quickly look that up though, but I'm pretty sure.
yeah. I think you're right. Sorry.
That's right.
Okay. Never mind. All right. So I'll step back around the corner. That's my turn.
Okay, yeah, and I just looked it up. It's definitely a melee attack.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna use my hunter's mark on this beast.
Got it?
In my first attack, I'm gonna use my last +1 arrow, and then my second attack, I'm gonna use a +2, which is not factored in.
Okay. Ooh,
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
that's 35 just barely hits. Throw damage on that one.
So then +1 on top of that.
Okay, so that's 14, 24, 25. Got it.
With my +2 arrow. All right. So then, and then 2 more on top of that for the arrow.
Got it. Ooh, that hurt it. Still standing though, or still flying.
I'm just gonna move here. A little bit further, just in case he gets his rough weapon back.
Okay. Joseph.
I'm going to do lightning bolt again, level 4.
Okay.
That's good. 38.
Dexterity saving throws. Okay, it fails, but it's going to
Nice.
use its legendary resistance to choose to pass.
Damn.
So that'll be, so that was 38, so 19 points of damage. Got it.
Okay, good. Nice job, Joseph.
Still good. And then he'll run over to here.
Okay. Let's make a d6. Thanks.
Tell me it's not the breath back.
Oh man, it's 5.
It's 5 and 6. That's exactly right. It gets its breath weapon back.
Why?
Flies over to there. I'm going to need these 3 people to make me Constitution saving throws. And Cross, mighty glow, so you can take Kane's check for this.
And I'll definitely have it. 16.
Does it reach me? You say Balin?
Nope,
Balin.
just Cross. Balin is just outside of the range. Kane,
Okay.
you're good. And Balin.
Oh, you said Balin is in range.
Oh, he is in range of the breath, but not in range of Kane's
Oh,
glow.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw. I feel like another absorb elements on coming up here, and possibly a luck. Let's see. Oh, okay, that should be good, but it's still going to absorb elements.
So you all pass. So take half of this 12d6.
Oof! Wow, that was a good one. That was a good.
22.
Yeah, 22 is that half, always round down.
Ouch. It still hurt, guys.
So 11, right? A quarter for resistance and save.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oops, that hurt.
Dragon's 30 feet up in the air now. And
He-
retreats a little bit
would-
over to there.
Would Kane have an attack of opportunity?
Oh, this thing was up in the air. It breathed down
Oh.
upon you, so nowhere near Kane.
Okay, got it.
Krosk.
Okay. Do it once again. Look at what I have. Ooh.
Oh, Kane. Kane, make me a Constitution saving throw. DC... What was it? 45, 24. DC 12.
Didn't I already do that?
To maintain concentration on Bless.
Ah, got it. Okay. All right. Hold on here.
So Constitution saving throw, DC 12. Okay, so you maintain concentration on Bless, so that stays up. Sorry, carry on. Krosk.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Kane, remember to throw a lot of rocks. And I'm going to cast Polymorph on him.
Okay.
And make him a giant gorilla. Or a giant ape.
This is on Kane.
Yeah, if he will, so.
Are you
All
okay
right.
with this, Kane?
Yeah, that sounds great.
This is good
Yeah,
for him.
this is gonna say wrong action.
Okay, there's the giant ape. I'll give you control over this Kane. I think actually you might already have control. Yeah, so you should have full control of that ape, Kane. Everybody has, in fact, full control of the ape. So I just moved
Yeah.
Kane over here.
Okay.
A gorilla Kane.
And I actually, the door of the tower is open at the bottom.
No, open a door.
Okay.
So the door is open
Going-
now.
Right. Kane moved into the building.
Oh, so I'll move Kane outside here so we can see. But Kane's.
There you go.
it's
Cool.
not
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah, with my movements, stay over here.
Okay.
Inside the building. A little bit inside there.
Nice.
Right over there.
Snapper.
Yep. Oh, just administrative stuff. Do you have access to the character sheet of the giant ape game?
No, I don't. How do I get access to that?
Hold down Shift and double click on the monkey.
Shift and double click. Ah, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
There you
just-
can see all the attacks and
Yep.
stuff you may have.
Yep. Okay, so Snapper's doing his lightning launcher. 20 does hit, and you're not hidden, as we talked about before. So that just does 9 points of damage from Snapper. Are you re-hiding? I think you're muted there, buddy.
Sorry, yeah, I'm moving on to this wall this time. So I'm over the edge and on the wall on the side.
Okay, cool. Syed.
Will Syed have an advantage on his attack since he's invisible?
Let me check one thing. Yes.
Oh, cool. So, Syed is going to... Actually, let me make sure it's in range. He is going to cast Orb at him.
Okay. Can you bring that up for me?
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. That hits.
It's going to be lightning damage.
Okay.
Do the third level. So... Oh. 23 lightning damage.
Ooh, that hurted. Lightning damage, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
And he's going to move so the dragon doesn't know where he is.
Okay. Kane.
All right, let's try out this giant ape. Are there rocks handy? Something I can throw at this dragon?
I'm going to say yes, because the dragon's been up here. Bits of masonry and stuff have fallen off, so yes.
Okay.
Yeah, rocks around.
All right. Let's see. So do I just roll a d20 then to throw the rock?
Oh, you can click the attack on the sheet.
It's right there where it says rock. Click on the word rock.
Do I have to do a shift or anything?
No, just click on it. It should highlight in red.
It's
Just tap
not.
on the word rock. Do you want me to just do it for you? Oh, there you go. 21 does hit. Yep,
Perfect.
but it's only the one rock attack.
Okay, so I can do another one.
No, you can do 2 melee.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, regardless, the second rock misses, so neither here nor there. Balin.
All right, I'm going to. I'm just gonna shoot.
Did the first one hit?
Yeah, the
The
rock
first
attack.
one.
The rock attack hit, and he only gets 1 rock attack anyway.
Got it.
Either
Right.
1 rock or 2 melee. But yep, that was good.
25 hit points of damage, though, right? Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Rock to the
Thanks.
face. And that hits, and that hits.
All right.
So the dragon looks around. It sees some of you injured, but nobody really on the point of death. It looks around, starts flying away, trying to make a quick getaway. Balin, you eye it up. First longbow bolt, first longbow arrow shoots, docks, hits it, tears a wing, it starts turning around and plummeting towards the ground. But then you hit it with a second as it falls, and it crashes down dead on the forest floor below.
Nice.
Yay.
All right, guys. Way to take down a dragon.
Right on.
Nice job.
I was kind of concerned about that.
You and I were both pretty low. I don't know.
Yeah, no kidding, man. It's like I only two hits, and I'm like, all right, I'm not looking too good here.
That was a young green dragon. In case you're interested.
So can we go check out the big lair of treasure?
Yes. Snapper's going to move and dash to the treasure room.
Okay.
I'm gonna trip Snapper and then.
Joseph
And I'll
will,
just
Joseph will Misty step down there and pull the sword out of the dragon's head.
Okay.
oh yeah.
You do
I'm
that.
just gonna look through the window because I probably can't fit through the door or through the opening.
Remember Joseph, the wording was cursed sword.
Oops. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that at all, actually. So, oops.
So what you find is this much gold and various bits and pieces. And do with it what you
nice.
will.
Nice.
Don't forget, there's some of those mushrooms and a flower.
Yeah. There were scrolls too, I think you said.
Yeah, I'll just give you all of these things. I'll just assume you identify them actually and all that good stuff. So there's a 500 GP black pearl that glows when undead are close to it. Could be useful in very specific situations. There's a potion of gaseous form. And there's a spell scroll of Hero's Feast.
Nice. That's, I think, druid or cleric, right?
Yes. So this is effectively a free cast of that spell. Let's see. So you guys attacked this thing while it was with arrows, with rocks. Some of the arrows must okay, I'm just taking mental notes here. So someone's gonna go and check out the corpse of this dragon and check out the sword?
Yeah, Joseph went down there and is going to pull the sword out.
Okay.
Since it was a bag dragon, maybe it's not a cursed sword. It was again.
You know, I'll have a sword that gets stuck to my hand forever like Krosk's was that glows. That's
I
okay.
forgot about that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Joseph's a blade singer. He does like swords, so, you know, we'll see. Good or bad.
My precious.
There you go.
Maybe you're only cursed if it's across your skull, you know?
Oh, yes. I'll stick it in my face.
You see my whisper, Joseph?
Oh. Oh, nice. I'll respond back.
You wanna whisper it to me?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of far away from everybody over there.
Yeah.
W? And then you type just GM. As in
And it comes up GM. There it is. And then I can type. What is it?
I still heard growling dragons on my.
Oh, yeah,
Instinct.
sorry. Let's go back to,
It just, I'm like, wait, we killed it, right?
First dragon we kill in the campaign.
I think it is our first one.
okay, so I'll, the sword, you can all see the sword that this creature was flying around with it. It's a very shiny sword, like almost gives out a glow to itself. Gold hilt, some gems up and down it, and a long, sleek silver blade. Looks very, very graceful and a beautiful sword. If such a thing of destruction can be beautiful. And this is a good place to call it a night. Let's see what happens next week with this druid who I don't think it's telling you too much that she has issues. But thanks, guys. Always
Yeah,
a
it
lot
was
of
good.
fun playing with you guys.
Yeah.
And we'll
See you
pick
guys
it up.
next week.
And that's right.
Okay,
That's
thank you.
for us next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye.